No.
I really wanted you to. Go ahead.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Let me know if you can hear me before we get going. Dr. Grown Man Show.
Oh, wow.
Diva the Divine Light. Can you guys hear me? I don't want to say nothing until I know y'all can hear me.
I really wanted you to. Oh, my God. Go ahead. The 1, 2, 3. It's not happening. Did you end that one?
No. They can't hear me?
Here, let me try to figure this out.
Oh, somebody says hear you well. Shannon Palmer, thank you.
I think we're on there.
Auntie Annette, baby, what's poppin'? Okay, Diva, keep R. Kelly down. We always need you. You're like the biggest foot in the room. Like, that's how I see you. Nikki Six, the Mocha Duchess, Ty Mallard, Alma Richards. You guys are in here tonight. Unapologetically Powell. Let me get that right. How you doing, J-Man? Okay. So I think Nia. Okay, so let me give a proper introduction. I have Nia Marie, or Queen Nia Marie, on the line.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Hi,
I would
Amy.
like to say a big hello to everyone. A special hello to Goddess and my Goddess warriors. A special shout out to Mocha, my wifey, and my other wifey, Diva. Always holding it down, both of you.
I will say that we are missing Deshaun tonight, but he's here in spirit, and we will definitely see him next time. But we're gonna need, I guess, Mocha, you are holding it down for us in the as the mod right now. We might need another one because she's gonna be calling in, but we'll work that out. So, Angelo Clary, Team Truth in the house, in the building. What's cracking? Welcome. Yes, I got to do my proper intro though, y'all. So let me get this going here. So Nia wanted me to play the theme song.
Yeah.
I haven't played it because it's still rough, and the kid is like, don't play that, and I need to go to the studio, it needs to be mixed. So that's why I've been holding back. So for now, we're just going to go with some just general background music. Cool?
Oh, man. God is on in the chariot. Third eye. There she is.
All right. Welcome, or welcome back. I'm Goddess Dawn. It's Saturday. What is it? November 2nd, 2019. Yes. Hello, world. Welcome. And Tahira Parks, I see you. So what we want to get into tonight, we got a couple things. I've been in these transcripts for the past few lives talking about why this snooker didn't get bond, because, you know, for some reason there's people out there who feel like, thank you, doctor. There's people out there who feel like he's being kidnapped and held against his, unjustly, and talking about putting billboards out so potential jurors can, see with the flag behind them, to just see that this citizen is being mistreated. So I've been going through the transcripts of the hearings so we can get a clear understanding of why he didn't get bond. And I think we've kind of covered, the prosecution, what they laid out. We covered Greenberg and what, for the most part, and what he tried to come back with. I think it's pretty evident he's quite weak as an attorney. Oh, I see the love, the Mocha Duchess. Thank you so much. You guys are really, that's why I like Saturday nights. Y'all must be sipping on something. Feeling a little loose tonight. What was that, Nia?
I said, I know I am. I'm sipping.
You
I
sipping?
think I told you I was going to be sipping.
Oh, shit. Nia's sipping, y'all. I don't know. Tonight might be...
Moscato.
Ooh, the dessert one.
Might get a little crazy. I might drop some nudes.
Oh, shit.
I know.
Well,
Are
okay.
you having anything?
I'm drinking a little rosé and just
rosé all day.
chilling out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Mocha's got the wine flowing too, she said. You know, we got to relax. You got to take the moments to relax when you can, because I don't know if... I know a lot of you, what's up, Jody, are on Twitter. And when we're all on Twitter and that shit is lit. Twitter is like bananas today. Okay?
Yes.
Really every day. But when there's some type of news, it goes crazy. Truth Seeker, what's going on? Yes, we're turning up tonight. Unapologetically me is saying Henny all day. Now, Henny all day, we would be in a whole different type of show right here. After dark. But today I wanted to talk, so we're going to get into Draya Kelly. We're going to get into, we're still talking about the bond hearing and why he's in there. And I'm now touching on the judges' reasoning, both New York and Illinois, as to why they decided to keep him. All right. So we also had a situation where a demon spawn and their minion, you know, just decided to let loose all over the YouTube streets, lashing out, you know, against the goddess and her warriors and all victims. And, you know, I didn't listen to the whole thing. I listened to enough, but I got quite a few messages from y'all. Thank you for caring. A lot of people were up in arms about it. I know she got a lot of negative comments. I know she got some words behind that nonsense. Even other YouTube bloggers, from what I understand, who aren't necessarily on this side of the fence when it comes to this topic, were also having your girls back. So I want to say to anybody you might be in the bushes checking us out right now, and if you are, I just want to let you know you're welcome to come in. As long as it's no ignorance and no disrespect, I am very happy to talk about, you know, why it is you know, any questions you might have as to why we're so staunch, is that the word? On
we'll take it.
Yeah, we'll work with that. On why we're at where we're at as far as how we feel, and maybe we can get a better understanding if somebody is able to articulate a point. I haven't seen anything so far, to be honest with you.
No,
am I wrong?
10 months, I have not seen one actual fact that makes any sense that stands up against the mountain, the mountain of evidence, not one. And I would love to have that discussion as well. I'm waiting, but I've also been blocked on many channels. Please unblock me. So.
Hold on. Just you can just touch on. Mocha said something, actually. She said her ass is going down, her follower count has reduced, and she had more dislikes than likes on that specific video. Okay. Well, yeah, I actually saw that. And I'm going to be honest. I was like, you know what, YouTube, let's talk. So, because I know a lot of people hit me up like, you know, I'm reporting this video, and I put it out there. I had a video that I put up yesterday, actually, because I did a little short reading. And I just wanted to kind of get a sense of who we're dealing with. What kind of people are these people? And what came up was broken, impoverished, and, you know, and the people who do have some sense about them are coming out of that. So they're not necessarily whole themselves. But with that being said, all that was a message to say, you know what? When I deal with individuals, and even in the esoteric world, demon spawn and such, I first go within. Okay? I have to connect. I have to get in touch with the higher self, Most High, and get us in sync and get this protection correct. get me feeling like I'm, safe to move, because I don't honestly like to interact with energies when I know their intention isn't where it should be with regard to me. When I know that going in, I gotta make sure I'm right. So I do that first. So I just thought that I'd put that out there on video, just so to share it with warriors. Let y'all know it's no worries. People can say whatever they want. It's no disrespect when you don't even know me. You have no idea about anything. She said some things that absolutely weren't true, and I'm not going to get into those things, but all that to say, we don't pay dust to dust. When she decides to form into an actual human, that'll be on her. So it is what it is. Any of y'all want to go in on her, though, I'm down with that. Go do your thing. Everybody is built different. Everybody handles their stuff differently. Just make sure that your intentions are right and you're not going too far. There's kids involved. I mean, honestly, what was that, Nia? We heard a video where she was talking to her kids, wasn't she? And I felt like...
Well, I've heard her speak towards her kids. Well, and it's not even so much that. I've heard some of the things that she has said about Dana, and I know her kids are in earshot because she'll say, daughter, I need my charger. And I'm like, okay, so 3 seconds ago you were just talking about Dana wants me to ride his dick, but he never... And I'm just like, what? Like, it's just... There's a lot that comes out of her mouth. I don't even know if she knows she's aware that the things that just spew out of her face, that it's just not meant for human consumption. She's vibrating so low that certainly children shouldn't hear it. Knowing that she really needs to come with a disclaimer. I don't know if YouTube has a not safe for children or like a different...
Well, they have something. They put... Yeah, they do.
17
they do. They have a...
movies.
Yeah, they have a restriction they'll put on your video. They did that with me with the whole Disneyland fight. Remember the family that fought at Disneyland? I broke that fight down, if y'all want to look at that. But they put a restriction on that like a month later. And that's the thing about YouTube. Okay. It takes them time to actually go through these videos when you're reporting and things like that. They look at all these videos because I still get stuff from things I posted back in like March. Like, oh, we noticed you did this, or, something like that. So just know that if you're reporting stuff, that it eventually they'll get to it. I mean, it just takes them some time. So, yeah. So and
so the thing, and I know she apologized to Dana, and I got no beef, major beef with any of these people, but I absolutely do not agree with any of their ideas about anything. But I would never insult someone's child, ever. That's just not how I'm built. That's not how I think. And so she's known Dana or known of him or been interacting with him for, 3 weeks? And she already got mad enough to say that she would spit in his kid's face? Excuse me? What?
This is just someone who doesn't have control over their emotions, and probably drinking, maybe smoking, who knows. I know she has an inhaler that she has to call on every now and then. She sounds like she's a little ill, not 100% healthy. I think I saw a piece of a video where she was in Chicago, supposedly. She showed her chest, I think. She didn't show her whole, but I know that the nails or nubs, like just little things that I see, just tell me that there's a certain level of class and dignity that I'm not really getting from certain people. That's all.
Right.
That's all.
Well, and I'll say any of them. Maybe Sharon, maybe, but that's just because she chooses nice flowers to the video with her voiceovers. But and another thing about Hollywood is that she really presents herself to be kind of a higher class. And let me tell you, a higher class person sounds like this right here. Not like she does. They don't say acts. They don't say actor instead of after. There's so many things in her speech and her just the way she puts her sentences together, the way she pops off. everything that just tells me, you are actually the most ghetto. Like, she might be a higher ghetto. Like, she didn't get food stamps. They didn't get food stamps every week. Like, they had partial pay.
I've been holding this in. I've been holding that laugh in for a minute. I'm sorry.
But I want to be so clear.
You know what? Listen.
Your ghetto intact.
Anybody who has to have money on the floor, I just showed $100,000. That's how I do. I'm blessed.
That's another thing I heard about that.
I saw it. I mean, listen, if you know, anybody who feels like they have to show, it's nothing wrong with it, okay? Showing, meaning just in your regular life, you know, like being an example, but to specifically record yourself with bands on the floor of the car and like just bragging about like what you've been doing, but then you show your hands and they look like pit bulls done chewed up on them fingers. Like she done had the blood of the steak blood. It was on her fingers and they just went for it. And she just went on to Chicago with them fingers just like that. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm looking at my nails like I do have an appointment tomorrow, but I could go anywhere with these nails and rival Michelle Obama. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And me, I don't get my nails done at all. Like, I'm kind of a natural, kind of on an Erica Badu.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Like, I'm just like.
But they're clean, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Eat off these fingers. # no good Duchess.
I know, grown man. Grown man has talked about. We're going to just read this from the comments. Grown man is telling us that, reminding us that the blogger Prima Donna, who I guess they feel she's Miss Legal Beagle for that side,
oh my goodness,
has nails that are dirty also that she showed on camera. So, I don't know. It's just a mindset. It's a mindset. It's a level. It's a type and not ours. You know what I mean?
No, like, definitely not.
So,
like, if I saw either one of these gals on the street, I would cross the street.
That's a whole other, level of it. I don't know if I would cross the street.
My car door.
But I hear what you're saying.
Clutch my purse.
I wish I had that picture Dana J gave us, that first picture where he said that was her, and she look like a witch? I'm gonna find that picture. I'm gonna put it in my community page. So when you see this picture on my community page, it'll be up there for a minute because people do see these things. I don't think of it like that. Like, people look at it and like they're like, "Oh, she's a bitch." Look, I'm just sharing things with my warriors. That's all. And this is the way we communicate. So on my community page, I'm gonna find that picture, and this is what I'm saying. This person, is not even worth all the time we're spending in this moment. It's more so just saying to you guys that don't let that stuff get you so upset, because like I said, she don't know me and I don't care to ever know her, and whatever it is she's doing, I don't think she even knows what she's doing, to be honest with you. Up, down, left, right.
They keep on going on about how R. Kelly was set up. So did they set him up to get his dick hard and fuck a kid? Is that what it included? Because unless someone was a stunt double and has been running a whole big ruse for 25 years, setup doesn't really come into the equation. Now, does it? I mean, what are they talking about with this set? Y'all set R. Kelly. I mean, what is this? What is the end game?
They want him out. They want him out. They want him recording, doing shows, doing meet and greets. I think every one of them thinks that at the end of this, they're going to meet him. They're going to get a room in the house. They want to be a part of that situation. I don't know. I feel like they do feel some type of connection at some level. And that's what I mean about him controlling people. Like, this is a part of it. That whole celebrity aspect of it is a big part of it. I've heard every one of them say they were a fan of the music, period. And that's where it started. So I don't know. These people just don't have a mind of their own enough to say, look at these people he's hurt. Look at and listen, at least listen. They don't even listen. They don't even know what's going on. on. Do you see the things these people say are happening that aren't? Or that are happening? Whatever. Or vice versa.
It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
All right.
So you can start with, I think, so we had somebody talking about Drea being complicit, and I already see the comments about Drea up in here. So you want to...
do we have that? You know, Drea, so here's the thing. They were married, right? So
Right.
things happen in a marriage that no one else knows about. And so you have, typically just in a regular marriage, you have the husband, you have the wife. The husband has his side of the story, the wife has her side of the story. But in this case, the husband is a child rapist. So, I mean, kind of skews things.
Not so common.
Kind of skews things, right? I mean, imagine the wife of Jeffrey Dahmer. Are you going to be like, that bitch was complicit? I mean, come on, right? I mean, it's just so ridiculous, the hatred that Drea gets. The husband has his side of the...
Sorry.
I think that she probably participated in some of his antics because she was under his control. I think she was probably one of these quote-unquote ride or dies, like a Hollywood Next would be, as people say.
Well, I think so. What happened is, so recently we've gotten the news that she is now going to be able to have the royalties supplement for that missing, any child support, I guess, that she's lacking at this point. Those royalties are now going to, the judge has okayed the royalties to cover the child support. So sounds like she's going to be getting I don't even know how often these royalties are coming in. There's a whole lot of talk about Sony having taken over, his music, which is why people are blaming Sony also for his predicament. It's because of the masters. It's because of the money. So, but the judge has said okay to royalties going to Drea for child support, and a lot of people have a problem with that. And what do you think about that?
They have a huge problem with that now. They had a problem with it, months ago when she was getting child support, and R. Kelly supporters had a huge problem when they found out that she was getting $20,000 a month for 3 grown kids, as they were saying. So I did a little bit of looking around, and I found out some interesting things. So Puff Daddy, he pays, or did he was paying or paid, I don't know how old his son is, and of course Kim Porter has passed, but he was paying for his son $55,000 a month until their son, he was paying that to Kim Porter until the son was 21. Nas, he pays 51. Did I say 51? Diddy was paying 55,000. Nas pays
55,000.
51,000.
Wait, back up. You said Diddy was paying 55,000 per
month.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
55,000 a month until the child is 21. So, in some states, the age of majority, and I think Diva touches on this in her video, that some states, the age of majority, so the age that you're considered a legal adult according to child support is 21. So there's probably 7 to 8 states like that. So Nas, he's paying $51,000 to Khalees per month. Probably because her milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Absolutely.
The judge clearly thought so.
Yeah. He was like, okay. And the funny thing about that is it was around 48. I'm not sure what happened, but he increased it. I'm not sure why, but...
Well, he's making some money. He has to be making, because it's how much do they give them? It's like a third. I don't know what the percentage ratio is, with earnings versus what the child support will be. But, I thought the decision was made based on earnings. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And then my last one here that I wanted to point out is Eddie Murphy. So he pays for one child I didn't write it down. So it's about around the same. It's about 50,000 a month. One child, and he pays that to Scary Spice. So to complain about 20,000 a month for 3 kids, calm down, P-Hive, okay? And it's almost over. So in a divorce, what they do is they take the income of the both parents during the marriage, and they determine, okay, the kids are entitled to have this much, or they are entitled to continue this style of living. And that is how they determine what the child support amount is. Mm-hmm. So, there you have it. I mean, it's not, so people saying, Drea needs to get a job. Not necessarily, because, I mean, if during the marriage she wasn't required to work, then outside or after the marriage she would not necessarily be required to work. You know, if they decided, like, she's going to be a stay-at-home mom, let's say she does that for 10 years, and then some guy runs off with his secretary, then what is she supposed to do? She's not going to, when the marriage is over, she may not have the skills to go right into the work market. Mm-hmm. And that's where, like, alimony comes in and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So it's very common. You know, these divorce things are, but it's less common in our community. So one last thing, I would like to support Dollar for the King. I just really think people need to donate to that so that Drea can get her money.
Well.
Yes.
Absolutely. So, yes, go ahead and
yes.
stream and do whatever it is you're going to do. Buy the merch. Yes. I don't even know what it is that gives him what he gets from the music industry. But people are upset also at Drea because they feel like she was involved. I'm looking at the chat too, and just a couple people are like, you know, she was in there doing this and that also with those girls. And, you know, as a woman, you know, you just sometimes, especially when you're young, because I think she met him, she was 19?
Yeah, I think
she was young,
19
right?
or 20.
So, you know, we are usually pretty emotional, our hearts are wide open as young girls, young women, and we want that. So we are going to believe what we're told. We're going to, you know, sometimes we go with a flow that ain't really the right flow, but we're caught up in it and shit happens. Like, people do stuff, especially in the younger age. That's what those years are typically, I mean, not to say to the extent of with the stuff that he's accused of and that I'm sure he's done. And I'm not even excusing her. I'm just saying, you know, just putting a little more texture to that conversation to say she, as a young woman, growing into a woman, maybe she did do some things. And under his duress, though, you can't just say that it wasn't because he was the Svengali of the situation. He's over there puppeteering all these young girls, including her. And then, Nia, we were talking about how when he did finally marry her and then they started to have their family, that was right at the time that he was being investigated and eventually indicted in 2002. So he knew the feds were watching. He decided, I'm going to cultivate this family situation so I can, you know, look normal. And and he probably, there's a song, matter of fact. Oh, I'm going to get those lyrics. But this song, someone, shout out to whoever that was that hit me up about this song and told me to look at these lyrics. But it was basically about lying to women and telling them what they want to hear so you can get what you want, and knowing that that's what you were doing.
Oh, yeah, you were saying that. Or something about looking in the mirror and...
Okay, here, I got it, actually. Okay, so the song is called When a Man Lies. I never heard of this song. But this person, we talked, actually, and she was like, check this lyrics out. And when a man lies, he pierces the very soul of that woman. Yes, he does. I'm just telling the truth. When a man lies, he kills every reason she had for she had for loving him. Mirror, I'm talking to you. He promised her things while he's making sweet love to her mind. Not even to her body, to her mind. He knows what he's doing. He puts it all in his music. It's all in there. If we compile every song, I'm sure we could put the puzzle together as to what the hell is going on. Because right now it's so much. It's so much. And it's a lot to, to digest and pick apart and analyze. And, it's just a lot. Every day is something new.
Wouldn't it be crazy if, like, he was actually kind of one of these masterminds, like, way more than we even know. And, like, if we took the first letter of every word of his song, and it was like a full confession. Like, I did everything about, you know what I'm saying?
You mean like an I admit?
Mm-hmm. Like, what if he's way more diabolical than we ever even thought? But yeah, definitely, I think when I accidentally hear some of his music now, because I'm going to these fucking P-Hive pages, I hear things new. I hear, even on Bumping and Grind, Mocha and I were talking earlier about how he's saying, I don't want to hurt nobody, but there's something that I must confess. What? I'm hearing that now, and I'm like, well, that's a confession. There it is.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all up in there. That's what he did.
Yeah, that's what you said. That is what you said.
I'm glad you're listening.
Calm down now.
Calm down. So,
calm down.
So Drea, so there was also a segment about her on, I think it was E! Entertainment. Why I'm plugging them, I don't know. But Toxic had her on the channel. She had a little recap about that. And she spoke about how the fans, she was surprised at the backlash she received when she came forward to support the other victims as a victim herself. And she said that she didn't expect that because she was coming out for women and to support women. And she was let down, basically. And so at this point, life is a little harder because of this. So yet another example of victims. I mean, because even though she maybe she was involved in some stuff, okay? And maybe she felt like, because look, that celebrity world, you really do get like when you're in that, you do get that sense of I'm different. Like rules don't apply, and not an excuse, but just a mindset, a perception. The way that you are lifted up and put on a pedestal and then as a plus one of this person, you're getting that treatment too. So you do start to kind of get fuzzy, I think. Now, with the things we're talking about, I don't see, how anybody could get fuzzy with these things with, underage girls and all that other crazy stuff. But if she was involved on any level, I'm pretty sure it was just due to her naivete, naivete and her vulnerability, her wanting to be loved, wanting to, obviously he was courting her in some type of way. He went ahead and married her and had children with her. So just saying that at some point she must have grown out of this. She's raising children. She's looking at him now from the outside. She's seeing all these allegations come in, and obviously the child support situation, that came up too. So she's got a lot to deal with because of this man. And I feel like she should be, given a little bit of a break with regard to the bashing and all that people want to do. Because of that, I do feel like it kind of levels the playing field just a little bit where she's concerned. That's just me.
Yeah. I mean, as far as the bashing from the P-Hive, they're going to go after anybody that's out front. Now, is she getting bashing from other victims with it, like his victim group?
I think there's a couple people we're talking about the survivor and R. Kelly at this point because that's all we really know. There's victims that we don't know. And I want
Right now.
The P-Hive needs to understand. The P-Hive will never understand. Let's just keep it real. The P-Hive, I call them Kel's zombies because they are literal zombies. They don't hear anything. They will fight you to the death with that false information because of the music. Like, I really do feel it's because of the music. There is a vlogger out there who has harassed Jody Cox. And I'm putting you out there, Jody, because you put this on Twitter. And this particular blogger also has an issue with me big time. But she, to me, isn't even on my level. She's not on a level enough for me to even really talk in this moment about her. But I'm bringing her up to say that some of these people, she doesn't know him at all, Sylvester. She doesn't know him. She herself, she described the situation, because I used to watch her videos. I don't watch them anymore. But she described a situation where she was 13 years old and there was a man in his late 20s who flirted with her and who she also kind of flirted back with as much as she knew how to do. But she said she was more of a tomboy. But all the other girls were with it. This is what she was saying. And I'm like, what? So basically you're saying you almost went there with this dude, but you didn't, but other girls were. So, and that was cool. That was part of what they did. That was a part of her hood and her, her vibe. I mean, that's what they were doing. So that's why I think for her, maybe this isn't as shocking, or wrong, because this is what she grew up around. She saw this. I don't know where she's from. I imagine that she works in a factory wearing like one of those shower caps and taking 10-minute cig breaks, smoking maybe half a pack every 10 minutes. And so maybe an industrial place. I don't know. All I'm saying about her.
That's kind of like the Honey Bunches of Oats factory.
Yeah, except it's Black and Milds and do-rags.
Yeah, like a car parts or something.
Jody, she will always contradict herself. She's the queen of contradiction. She's probably listening right now. Come on out the bushes, boogers and lice. Give us something in the comment section in the chat. Let us know you're here. Let's talk. Like, it's all good. She went on one of my videos that wasn't even one of my readings and said that you suck at tarot cards. And I'm like, what are you doing here? And I saw it 6 days later. And that's probably why she was so upset with me and posted that whole rant about how she blocked me, yet she's still in my comments. Anyway, enough on that.
So, if I could, just one thing. So she had a video responding to Draya Kelly, and can I say quickly too, so this would be two things, that people are mad that Drea did not change her last name when they got divorced, and it's uncommon. So Kelly is Drea's last name. It's her last name. And it's her children's last name. It's not R. Kelly. It is R. Kelly's last name too, but it's his mother's name.
Let me tell you, her changing her last name is not going to take away her experiences, her history with him, her complicity or non-complicity, whatever happened. It's not going to take any of that away. And the people who are demanding that or have a problem with that are clearly some type of delusional person who feel like maybe they deserve the name instead. Maybe they want it freed up for them. I think that's what it is. They're just hating on her for that. Yeah, these people think he's sexy. Please, even with his old nasty toenail falling off. They think he's sexy. They think he's, I see people commenting, I'm like, are you kidding me? From what I understand, he washes ass. Now his toenails are falling off. And I'm sure his toes are next. Like, come on, man. It's ridiculous. So, and for her to have, can you imagine what she did see and deal with, though? Like, throughout however many years they were together.
Well, he said she was locked in or she had to stay in a room and not to get, and she probably wanted to be in that fucking room. She was like, I'm staying in this room.
Okay, she locked herself in that damn room. Exactly, she did. She locked her.
I'm not trying to come out there to eat or nothing. But, So people are mad about the name, but it's her name. You know, she got married, changed her name, she had kids, she birthed 3 kids. That was her family. And that's kind of one thing that, you know, I was married for a long time. That's your family. Like, when you marry someone, you decide, I'm dying with this person. That's it. I mean, we're married. Like, we're family. Then you divorce that person, you're like, oh, shit. But you have kids with it. I mean, it's a different level. So the name change, if it's not something that he asked her to do, and why would he, then it's not, that's their personal decision. So for his fans to come now, 800 years later, and be like, change your name. Well, what? Find yourself some business. That's what you could do. But Sugar and Spice was going on about an interview that Drea did when she was on Hollywood Exes, and Drea saying some things like, oh, I was a celebrity wife, and I wanted different things, and he wanted different things, that's why we got divorced. And then comparing that with things that Drea has said about being a victim. And then Sugar and Spice and Seasonings was going on and on about, well, that's not what you said 12 years ago. Well, things change. I mean, you ask someone how they feel about Dana J today. Ask tomorrow. It's going to be a whole different thing. Shit changes. You go through different phases as a woman. You ask someone, how's motherhood? Well, shit, when you're doing nightly feedings, you ain't loving that shit. But if you're looking back maybe 50 years later, maybe it wasn't so bad. I mean, I just don't understand the effort that these P-Hive people go through to be so confused and to just act like they have no idea what's going on in just regular life.
Right. Well, just like R. Kelly's jail cell, I love that name, saying in the chat, Drea singing his songs in the damn car doesn't change the fact that he used to beat on her.
Yes.
But y'all so stuck on the wrong things. And I think that right there can sum up this topic. Like, that's really what it is. That's really what it is. Like, yes, this happened, but this also happened.
Yes. Things can be multidimensional.
Yes.
You know, Drea can twerk on TV and
Sugar and Dyke
have been abused. Just because her husband beat her, choked her, hog-tied her, or whatever he did, doesn't mean she's unable to twerk. He didn't break her twerk bone. She never said, and he broke my twerk bone. She never said that.
But that would, you know, that's a good point.
No, she was twerking.
That's a good point.
I hate it. Like, these people are so... It's ridiculous. So...
So, with that said, you reminded me of Faith Rogers with the stuff that she deals with online because of the, you know, I guess she has some things that are kind of sexy. I don't know, video, pictures, lingerie. She's a young woman. She's pretty. She's beautiful. So I don't understand, because she was victimized, abused, you know, in a relationship that was violent. She then can't come out of that as a survivor and live her life and feel good about herself and do what young women do. Like, she can't be both. That's what I don't get. I don't get that mentality. Let's see.
They're victim blamers. They're victim blamers,
So,
victim shamers.
We're about 45 minutes in. I think we should start with getting our calls in. I think, Mocha, you ready to chime in? Feel free to hit the number that you have, not the number on the video thumbnail. So let's see what's going on in these comments. Drea's focused on Faith this week. They've been focused on Faith this week. Well, she has a trial coming up where they're saying that he has to actually face her in the trial. Oh, we have a call.
Wonder who that could be.
Okay, hold on. It's saying hope. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Mocha.
Hi. I missed you guys.
Same
Oh,
here.
I missed you too.
We've seen you on Twitter. We've been on Twitter though, right? Everybody's been lit on Twitter.
Man.
We've been crazy on Twitter today.
So what's going on? What you have for us this week? This weekend, this Saturday night.
The block button is awfully hot on Twitter.
Oh yeah, the block button's hot.
We've been blocked in mass numbers.
Yeah, I consider that an accomplishment, though. So
for sure.
Cheers to
Definitely
us.
an accomplishment. I love it. I figured we're all doing something right if we're getting blocked that fast.
Right. Absolutely.
Well, we missed Deshaun today, our moderator, as God has said. Just wanted to shout Deshaun out.
Shout out. Yes.
And there's a couple things I wanted to mention. So, to start out, Dr. Rogers. I know, everyone has their take on her because she is a supporter of R. Kelly. But I thought it was important to shout out a message that she had posted. She put a video out just discussing the bullying. I mean, it has gotten out of control, and I think we all do our fair share of throwing these little low blows at each other because we don't agree. But I think that's one thing, and whenever you take it to another level, like Hollywood did the other day, it really disgusted me. I mean, I texted Don and Nia, and I couldn't say enough about how hurt I was by what was said. I mean, it wasn't even said about me in that video, anyways. But what was said about Dawn, about guys, I mean, it really was just sickening. And I think whenever things get to that point, it's so wrong. I mean, I can't say enough about it. It is so wrong. We are all humans, and Hollywood doesn't know Goddess, so to speak on anything about her is just false and ridiculous. I mean, why even do that to a person? I understand that Goddess and Hollywood are on two different sides, but you don't need to disrespect someone just because they have a different opinion from you.
Well,
I mean, that's not what adults do.
Mocha, listen, the person has named herself after Hollywood, which kind of represents Sodom and Gomorrah. I mean, if that's what you want to do, I feel like you know what you're doing when you do these things and you resonate with certain things. You align yourself with certain things, and this is what she aligned herself with. So that says to me that's where she's at.
You were so right about that. I just think it really bothered me. I mean, it just crosses the line. We're all adults, and we need to behave as adults, and you can have an opinion, but it's just wrong whenever you take it to that level. But in this conversation that I had with Dr. Rogers after she posted her video, I commented and just said, I commend her on her message because out of everything that she posted, she is for R. Kelly, but she makes it very clear that she's not going to sit there and bash someone. She's not going to talk bad about them, and she doesn't. I mean, she keeps it very professional, very classy.
Yeah.
So I commented. I told her I commend her on that, but I thought her response was really amazing, honestly. So I wanted to read her response to you guys. She said, Mocha, thank you. I don't think that we're on a different stance with our place with R. Kelly. I'm for justice, however that looks. I believe that everyone should be held accountable for their actions, but due process has to be a part of that. That's my stance. I appreciate everything that you said in this post, and I'm glad that my video made sense to you. All sides of the spectrum are necessary for us to get to the truth. That's the reason I don't bash accusers or alleged victims. We all have our story, and no one should be targeted for telling their personal truth. I wait for the system to work and pray that it works as it should. Thanks again for your post. These conversations are what makes YouTube life worth it to me. Much love and respect to you. So I thought that was really big of her to say that. And I think that it just shows, like, yes, there are some crazy, psychotic demons over there on that side. But I think there are a few that are intelligent. I think you also have to keep in the back of your mind that Dr. Rogers is being paid to do what she's doing for the R. Kelly sisters. We get into that, whether they're related or not. I mean, she's paid to do that, so she's doing her job. But at the end of the day, I mean, she made it very clear that she is for justice. So if it comes out that R. Kelly is guilty through this process, then she is completely on board with him being held accountable. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I wanted to shout her out for that because we don't get a lot of that when dealing with that side. So I definitely have to commend her for that and give her props for being so decent to deal with amongst the other video that we saw the other day.
She always, she's always come across, she and I guess Phases with an F have come across as more mature, more sensible, but also to me with batteries in their back. I'm sorry. I mean, that just says to me they have a lot of patience, that they are a little analytic when it comes to their decision making and, how they move. Yep. So those are always good things. But at the same time, lining yourself with the likes of Dana J, that just, to me, it's just, even, I'll give, what's his name, DJ Dustpan, DJ, what's his name today? I'll give him credit for calling Dana J out and calling out the people who continue to not only support him in whatever it is he does, but call him out and make him a part of what they're doing, which says, gives you it rubs you the wrong way, because you're like, this guy, he lies about everything out of his mouth. He mimics people, like he mimicked DJ by talking about liars. He himself did a similar video. He said some things, and I'm like, he watched him, and now he's mimicking him. Wow. That's some little bit of crazy. So, I don't know. I just feel like, I just want to just put out there that a lot of these people, they're cool. Like, that was a nice response. She is definitely someone who I could see at the end of it coming around saying, with everything that has come to light, maybe I, should have been a little more neutral, or, I don't know.
Yeah.
But she does seem open-minded.
I really see that happening. I mean, with everything that she's dealing with, and especially given that Dr. Rogers is an intelligent person, I think that she is probably losing her mind over there. Honestly, like, everything that she's dealing with, and knowing that she's there to do a job and to support the Kelly sisters, it's insane that she's getting attacked from their own side. I mean, she's being straight up attacked by the P-Hive, and she's on their side. So I'm sure she's probably losing her mind over there. And you can honestly see it in her videos when she's saying, we need to stop the bullying and the hate. I mean, she keeps putting these messages out there. I can't imagine what it would be like to be on that side whenever you have a brain. I mean, it just blows my mind, honestly. It really does. So I wouldn't be surprised if she is jumping ship at some point, because she's too smart for all of that.
Yeah, I was going to say phases with an F. I have to keep emphasizing. And I have my reasons for that, which you may also find in the community page. I was going to tweet it, but I was like, God, that's just so petty. It was just so funny, though. So funny. So I can't go to waste. But
was it a wig?
no, I think she went natural. I think that was her hair in the last one. If not, that was a better wig. No, if not, that was a much better wig. You guys don't understand. I get screenshots from certain people of people's body parts, different little things like wig lines. I'm dying all day. And Twitter is not helping. Twitter is not helping at all. Like, these people they have me on my back rolling.
Well, Grown Man wasn't helping me earlier today and yesterday, because he was talking about setting up some sort of like dating game with Dana and Phases. He wants to set them up on a date, and he was going into detail talking about Dana blowing off her wig. I mean, all sorts of stuff. Phases cooking for Dana. It was pretty good.
No. Yeah. Isn't she married? I don't know. I thought she was married.
That's what we said at the end of the video. That's what they said. They're like, hang on, isn't Phases married? And Gromian said, stop it. I don't give a shit. Dana's her husband.
Oh. Well, okay. That's a discussion for the table. Yeah. To be tabled for later.
Another R. Kelly supporter that I like. I've listened to her before, and I don't think she's neutral. I think she's completely an R. Kelly supporter. Her name is Tracy, and she leads her channel a little more like, maybe like Goddess does. Like, there's not a bunch of foolishness.
Are we promoting like people we don't even ever discuss ever? Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing? We're promoting somebody I don't ever talk about and don't even know who you're talking about. It's all good. I'm just saying there's like a core group of them that we know and love in our own special way.
Well, no, I'm just saying, in addition to...
Yeah, I know you're bringing a new person into the group. Because if we're going to do that, you have to be fair and say, that Smoke in the Fire has made a little mark coming in here early.
Oh, she has made a mark.
You have to also include,
not a Carolina.
Trial and Error.
Not a Tracy though. Trial and Error, but they're not at the level that I'm talking about.
Well, and then there's a Sincerely Brit, I think. Shout out to her too.
You know
I was saying Sincerely Brit. No, I was just shouting out all the new people.
Okay.
Since you shouting out new people, we got to shout out all the new people that I'm hearing about. I'm hearing people are sending me, oh, this person said this person said that. I'm like, oh, that's great. I love it. Let's go.
Smoke and Fire is I like her content. She doesn't seem to be ghetto, #Hollywood Next, but she has a challenge out or something about these billboards, which I can't wait to watch that fail. But Hot Breath had a video saying that Smoke and Fire copied her name and was copying her.
Oh, yeah.
idea. I just see things similar except for the word fire. So, Hot Breath's like, don't copy me.
Oh, yeah.
That billboard's a pretty big idea. That billboard, they're not going to back down without getting that billboard.
That billboard is going to get slapped down like, give me a defense. I don't know. Give me somebody, a big center. Somebody is going to smack that thing down.
Like Trump did for re-election.
Trump? No.
I'm fired.
I'm talking basketball. Okay. Well, you know what I'm saying. Nerd alert. Nerd alert. Nerd alert. Nerd alert.
Yeah, I agree. It would definitely get slapped down. I can't imagine. I mean, honestly, they're going so hard about this billboard, and they've worked out the numbers. They've worked out who needs to pay for what. I mean, the whole shebang, the message. I mean, they've worked out everything to do with this billboard, and they are adamant that it's going up. But honestly, who would ever approve a billboard that says R. Kelly is innocent, he's being set up? Like, he's being accused of being a pedophile, for God's sake. Like, I can't imagine that anyone would ever approve that billboard. There has to be, like, a board of directors for billboards. For billboard
I think the city has a hand. You know, I think there's some political things. And mind you, the groups, the special, if you want to call them special interest groups, who are a big force behind where we are now with these cases, aren't going to just let this just go at the end like, oh, yeah, let them do what they want. No, they are still coming after things and people and like making sure things are legally like in realm, and that ain't right. So they're going to, believe me, they got eyes on all of this. These people are not laying down. They have money also behind them. They're not doing public defense or prosecution funds, or they're not, stomping around begging for money and all that. They got power behind there. Money, legal attorneys, judges, all this is going on. We talked about this. Now,
there's
we
no,
women, we've gotten to a place.
To support the victims. I mean, there's already money and power there. I can't even imagine. But I do want to see them continue to plan it. Like, I want it to get smacked down at the last minute. I want all of their hopes and dreams tied up in this, I just think it's going to be so great.
That's a great visual.
Like all
That's a great,
about it, crying. I want spitting fire. Like, video in her car, the windows all steamed up, Aunt Jemima rag on. The whole show.
Agreed. It is comical.
That's a great visual. Yeah, that's a great visual.
I can donate.
Let's go.
Keep this show going.
Let's get.
Who's with me?
Oh, we're all with you.
That billboard up.
The whole world.
What'd you say? What did you say, Goddess?
I said the whole world.
That's the thing. I mean, they think that they have so many people on their side because they have like 1,000 YouTube subscribers, but they don't realize that a majority of the normal intelligent people on the non-supporter side are not on YouTube.
They're not.
Their videos and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's like most of the world.
They're not.
The world is against this man.
Exactly. Yeah. When I'm out with my people, I don't talk about YouTube. we barely talk about, I don't even, they may be seeing this, I don't know, but this is not something that is even in my real life, honestly. This is a special focus that I have for like on a personal level, where I have met amazing people and we all are on the same page. Yeah. And on the same vibration, and we're continuing to vibrate and stay on this wave so we can make sure that, our voices are heard. Our, narrative is spun. I know that's played, but, it's a thing. It is real. Like, we are out here trying to make sure the truth is what is continue to be, put over the waves. Okay. And I want to shout out to Team Truth. I don't know where Grown Man Show went. I think he wanted to call in. But shout out to Team Truth, Angelo also, and the work, that they're doing. I'm going to get to the replay on Grown Man, but I want to say thank you. People have let me know you have my back in the situation out here in these YouTube streets. Just know that it's greatly appreciated, and I welcome it. And I don't know what's coming forth for us, because I think as things get worse for their prophet, king, Pied Piper, whatever you want to call them, they will then come harder at the people who are also in alignment with what's actually happening in real life. They're going to come at us because we are vulnerable to that. They can't get to the judges and to the prosecution and to the witnesses, as they may try, but they can probably get to us even better. And if y'all are listening in the bushes, don't, I'm not giving this as an invitation. I'm just saying that this is real life. We're out here. So if you guys just, want to stay, just helping us guard the front, we greatly appreciate that. And we love you for it. And we're here. We here for it too. We here for it. We need to exercise a little bit, y'all. We got to,
Right. And please know that I will absolutely call the police. Don't charges. I will absolutely use this voice right here.
Oh, okay.
So don't fuck with me.
So look.
I love it. We have a question in the chat. Let's see. Okay, so R. Kelly's jail cell, Bird. You're asking if Kip really did say that.
Yes, I was just going to bring that up.
Yesterday on Phases, I listened in for a little bit, and she had Kip and Prima Donna on, and it was a long live, but if you get a chance to go back and listen to it, there's actually some really good info that Kip states throughout the entire message. I mean, he talks about how he was questioned by the feds. They actually called him again last week and had him come back to, I think it was either Chicago or New York. They had him fly back up there for 2 days. They questioned him again. He was saying there were some callers calling in and asking him, what else can you do to get out there? Are you going to do more interviews or whatever else? And he was like, nope, I'm done doing interviews. I'm sick of all the crap. He's like, we need to stop trying to put out like a documentary to defend R. Kelly. Like, what is that doing? He's like, the message is already out there and the damage has already been done. So I'm not going to continue to back R. Kelly and support him and fight for him by putting things out in the media because the damage is already done. That's what he said. But he also said that he was trying to get through to the P-Hive, trying to get them prepared for what could come. And he was flat out saying that, the feds don't play around. This isn't double jeopardy. The feds never charged R. Kelly in 2008. And he did say that the reason they didn't charge him is because they didn't have enough evidence then, and the only reason that they're coming now is because they do have sufficient evidence. So, I think that says a lot. This is someone that was with him, and he still supports R. Kelly. He wants him to, he says numerous times throughout the message as well that R. Kelly's innocent because he didn't see anything, but he also is very clear about the fact that he believes they could potentially have enough evidence this time around to convict him. Otherwise, the federal government wouldn't be wasting their time pursuing this. And
right.
I agree with that 100%.
Right. I actually have some audio. Let's see how this plays. And this is him talking about Aaliyah, really. Let's see if this will actually... Let me turn this music down.
Yeah, I gotta confess that I can't lie, brother.
I can't lie, to keep that inside of me, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I love Leah too. Leah was like a little sister to me. You know what I'm saying? I remember she was 13 years old running around the studio when she was making her first album or two. But see, I thought that, and I might have to hold my tongue a little bit, but some people knew, bro. People knew. Family members knew. You know what I'm saying? I haven't talked to nobody else. I wish I could have did more to help her, bro. For real. That's the only thing that I got stuff that I want to say. I wish I could help her. I wish I could have convinced Diana and Michael about some things, man. But her family was around. And I didn't understand why nothing more was done. You got an uncle, a brother, an uncle.
Wow. And that came from you know whose channel. But so that was Kip, who is Sylvester's former bodyguard, right? When did he?
Yes.
Do we know when he worked for him specifically?
He said it on Phases Live. I mean, I know he said it was in the 90s. I can't remember. I mean, he threw out a lot of dates. He threw out a lot of. I mean, he said he was with him whenever he wrote "You Are Not Alone" with Michael Jackson. So I know he was with him for a very long time. So he knew quite a bit of information. I mean, I think that it says a lot just with that clip that you played about Aaliyah. I mean, he's admitting that they had a relationship and that they were married. I mean, I don't know what else the P-Hive wants. I mean, you have everybody saying this, and Kip is still defending R. Kelly. I mean, he's not trying to get him arrested, but he's admitting that they did get married and they had a relationship. And he even said that he talked to Aaliyah whenever she was 21 or so, and he said that it was while she was with Dame Dash, and that she was saying that she was still in love with old dude, is what he kept saying, with R. Kelly. Who knows if that's part's true or not, but either way, I mean, he, by saying that, again, it's just showing that they did have a relationship, so they need to stop with all that madness.
Exactly. Speaking on that, I have more audio. Comes from Greenberg on the same topic.
Was he married to Aaliyah when she was 15?
He was married to her when she was 15. Elvis was married to Priscilla.
But so then 15 is not of the age of legal consent, right? I mean...
Right, except that my understanding is that she did not claim to be 15. And in order to get married, she had to lie about her age.
And he is saying that he had no idea.
No idea.
Okay. And we had audio, I don't have it queued up, but of then Sylvester saying, yeah, she's 14. At that time, it was like a studio clip interview.
Right.
So he knew how old she was. And the thing is that when you marry somebody, typically there's a relationship that precedes that. And so that, he totally groomed her for that time.
Yes, he did. I mean, so R. Kelly's jail cell has a comment that says, now they're going to say that Kip's lying because he isn't up R. Kelly's ass. And I responded back and said, yeah, they are. They're already attacking Kip. One of Hollywood's videos, she's attacking Kip. I mean, as soon as they find out that someone is speaking the truth, and Kip was on Phase's show a couple months ago, and he was saying the same thing about, I mean, just stating the facts. And immediately after that video was posted on Phase's channel, Hollywood posted a video going in on Kip. I mean, as soon as someone starts telling the truth about what's occurring within the R. Kelly camp, then all of a sudden that person is a rat, a mole. They're working for the other side whenever they're just telling their truth, you know?
Right.
I think at the end of their day, they
deadly sin.
Jealous. They're all jealous. They want his money.
I love that.
Someone else said that on Phases Live yesterday, that a caller called in and said that R. Kelly was anointed by God. I heard that and I about fell the hell out. Like, he's anointed by God. He's just so special. And someone's, the one that gets me the most. Okay, so at the hearing this week, was it this week or which hearing was that, Neo? The video that was posted on Twitter today, where they showed the clip of, I think it was Prima and another supporter. I can't remember. I don't know if it was this hearing or the last hearing.
Is that who was in that news clip?
Yeah.
The interview? Wait, I posted that. Okay, go ahead. I'm going to find it.
Yes. And so in that clip, one of the supporters says,
what?
Whenever they're talking to the freaking media, they say to them that he can't be guilty whenever someone puts out music like that. They can't be. That's not a response. Like, that's not an excuse that is viable for this situation because he put out music. Well, and first off, we already pointed out the lyrics to his music. Like, let's just stop it.
Right.
Be clear here. Like, the lyrics absolutely point to his disgusting behavior. But they
do.
think because he made a song like I Believe I Can Fly that he is literally God.
Well, and let's think about, so when we think about people like maybe a Warren Jeffs or someone like that, that's how you get this kind of like, oh, well, he's different, he's the father, or, you know, he's our savior, he's put someone on such a high pedestal, and then everything they do is okay, you don't even question it. He was the leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's sickening. Do they hear themselves? It's that way of thinking that that has let him go for so long, able to rape children. And
even with Charles Manson. You know, Charles Manson, look at the people following him. He was able to get those people to commit murders on his behalf. I mean, and Warren Jeffs, for people that don't know who he was the leader of the FLDS church, and actually he still leads them from prison because he was marrying little kids, like a 12-year-old girl to the girl's uncle that was 45 to 50 years old, and this was all a part of their religion. And they truly believed that everything this man told them to do, he was their prophet, and everything that he said was right. And so they did it. I mean, they collected millions and billions of dollars for this man, had communities built. I mean, people were giving their hard-earned money to a bank that he operated, and they couldn't even go into the bank and withdraw their own money without his approval. I mean, it was nuts, and still to this day they follow this man. So it's definitely not unheard of for this stuff to happen, but they act like it's also surprising. Like, oh, he wouldn't do that. He's a good person. Like, no, he's misleading all of you.
Well, he's said to be a Jekyll and Hyde.
He's a child racist.
Yeah.
He's got this whole church so he can rape girls. Like, I don't understand what you guys think this is a church at this point.
Well,
Exactly.
I have some audio of Greenberg I wanted to play also. So this is after this past hearing, which I also wanted to recap. So here we go.
I know. I used to like you.
It's a little low. Hold on, let me see.
All right, anyone but Charm can ask a question.
So, yeah, if you can just tell us what's going on with your client.
So Mr. Kelly had an infection in his foot. They had to pull off his toenail to treat it, and he's in a walking boot because of that. He didn't want to come today because in the process when you're handcuffed to other inmates and so forth, someone could step on your foot. They step on your foot and your toenail's been pulled off. It could be quite painful. Which toenail?
They asked which toenail.
You know, I don't have to.
He don't know.
But that's a good hard-hitting foot. I don't know which foot either. I don't know if it's the right foot or the left foot, but I know it's one of the two.
So regardless of his appearance here, what happened today in court? Where are we with this?
They're asking what happened today in court.
So the two defendants, Daryl McDavid and Kelly, we filed a motion to dismiss some of the counts dealing with obstruction.
One count.
Chiefly because we think that the statute of limitations has been blown. We also think that legally the counts are insufficient. That as a matter of law, they aren't going to be able to prove it. The allegations don't comply with the allegations they need to make in order to make a case for obstruction. The judge set a briefing schedule on it. The government's got 5 weeks to file a response, which is actually a long time. And then we've got about a month, which is again longer, but with the holidays, you know, the judge was he's not going to look at it till the first of the year anyway. Next year. So we have a trial date here in April. We have a trial date in New York in June. We're certainly preparing for both those trials.
What?
Whether they go ahead or not, I don't know. That's something for way down the road. But we have to prepare. Judges have set trial dates.
The situation with his visitations, I'm concerned.
This is a sister. I don't know if y'all can hear this.
Why he's not able to get the visitation that he deserves. I don't understand why, rights are being violated. as if this is a normal thing. I don't understand any of that. It's very hurtful. We want to see him. We want to make sure that he's okay. That's our main concern.
Okay, that's one of the sisters.
Okay.
What? Okay, so he's in jail, right? Like, I don't understand why these special asks are coming across through the media. Like, why are you asking for things that he's getting the treatment that jail people get, right?
Exactly.
Like, what do you?
Like getting that jail treatment.
Exactly. What about that? Well, yeah, it's like they're wanting something because they're wanting more because he is a celebrity. No, he's getting treated the same way as the other inmates. So why would he be granted more visitation rights than someone else? And,
right.
I mean, that's when we talk about justice. That wouldn't be justice if he was getting more than someone else. So, I mean, saying that it's injustice that he's not getting visitation rights, they're not realizing that all the black men that they say that they're supporting, what about them? Whenever they're just getting the same visitation, they're following the rules of the jail, and yet R. Kelly's getting something that's above and beyond that rule. Like, that's ridiculous. So it's just, they're being hypocrites whenever they say they want this for him. Oh, they're forgetting about everybody else. Yeah, they are definitely hypocrites.
And another thing, so I was thinking that maybe the sisters were coming forward and they're like, oh, we're going to pretend to be sisters so that we can do some of his, dirty business or bidding for him while he's locked up because we're family, we're going to be on his visitation list. Well, no, I don't think they are on his visitation list.
Exactly.
His quote-unquote sisters and Dr. Carolina did all that traveling and all this, and then he didn't come out because of his toe, and they still have to sit there and save face.
Well, yeah, because he didn't call him.
I don't even understand why they're still in this fight.
He didn't call him, like he didn't call. He called the girls. Azriel nor Joy were there. I don't think. They probably got the call ahead. Yeah, he called everybody. He didn't let the sisters know. He didn't let Dana know. Dana was late anyway.
Right, Dana was up there. Why didn't he just tell Dana? Dana could have carried him to court. He would have went back there, grabbed him out of his jail cell, honeymoon style, and carried him into the courtroom.
One thing I caught from DJ Dustpan's, I think his last live was that this woman Sylvia, who I guess is on Dana's team, I think she's a mod and all that. She told Dana she met DJ Dustpan at I guess at court or whatever, and she basically was like, he does lie, and how DJ, if you're gonna talk to DJ, just know it's gonna be on his live, whether in that moment or the next day. You're gonna get outed. So she got put on blast. Yeah, she got put on blast.
Amazon to cancel a package.
But what
you're on his live.
Exactly. But what he also said was that she tried to push her daughter. I guess when the media were interviewing the sisters, she was trying to push her daughter to also go get on camera. Now, the daughter is said to have declined. But the questions that I saw in the comments were, why didn't she just get her ass out there in front of the camera if that's what she wanted to do? Why would you try to push her daughter out there? What type of agenda do you have, really? If you already saying Dana's a liar, yet you're right there with him, that says a lot about you. You align yourself with who and what you feel good with. Like, you know what I mean? Especially at her age. Come on now. You still playing these child games now?
Oh yeah, I mean, it shows they're all doing it for a reason. What was that, Nia? Sorry.
He should be home watching Wheel of Fortune.
Well, all I know is that I think it's awfully comical that they did all waste their little funds going up there to get a glimpse of their king, and he didn't even come out. And so it does show that he is not communicating with them very often. And Greenberg, I want to say that it was Greenberg that did say that girls were told ahead of time, and that's why Az and Joy did not show up. So clearly he's communicating with some. And back to the whole visitation thing, I mean, if he wanted to see them, he could put them on a visitation list. So if he's restricted to a certain number of visitors, then they didn't make that list. So it's not the jail's problem or anybody else's. I mean, they need to go talk to their brother.
Yeah, with air quotes.
It's all just, it's too funny. I mean, the whole thing. I think if I were to get on camera and I was supporting him, I would try to come up with something that was relevant to say. I don't know that I would be talking about how I'm not on the visitation list, because anyone that knows anything about that process, they know it's because that person didn't put you on the damn visitation list.
Only because it's R. Kelly. Like, really?
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Well, I thought I wouldn't be saying, because, you know, my brother's in federal prisons, and I know how it works. I mean, because honestly, most of the supporters have some sort of close connection with either someone that is an abuser or someone that is already in the system. I'm putting it out there. They all have a very close connection. They're like, shit, because when my brother was locked up, because, honey, when I was on King, I mean, they all have a very close connection, and I'm watching this like, huh. Yeah.
I want to address R. Kelly's jail cell asking me if I watch Tracy Brown. All of her predictions on R. Kelly have come true thus far. Yes, I do watch Tracy Brown. She's the shit. Sorry. But yeah, she is. As well as AUD. AUD gets a little intense. Alexis, her readings and her on R. Kelly especially are really, and she even says it in the title. I think it says creepy or something like that. But the demon is real. The demon is real in the situation. You know, you cannot talk about anything without acknowledging that there is a spiritual side to this situation. Like, it's not just what we're seeing and hearing in this material world in this third realm. It's more than that. It's things that are unseen but are happening and affecting things and change, and a lot of it has to do with the energy and the thought and the things that are going out into the verse, into the universe. So watch yourself. Watch what you're thinking. Watch what you're saying. You have to monitor yourself. You have to mold and shape yourself into a better person. Like, the goal is to get high on the chart, as high as you can get as a person. Get to your highest self, your true self. You know, as much as you can.
Like your Beyonce.
If that's what it is. If that's what it is for you. You know what I mean? If that's what it is for you, that's what it is. Mine is a different thing. But
not your Hollywood next.
Right, yeah. Hollywood, yeah, exactly. Because Hollywood is said to be
that's like
Sodom and Gomorrah.
In my, not in my aura.
Not in your aura, exactly. And, you know, there's a place for everyone. You know, if people aren't aligning with this message right now, matter of fact, there's people out there who you will find that will. Like, that's just what it is. Life and YouTube, I'll just reduce it to YouTube. I was talking to Nia about this too, about the subscribership situation. My subscribership, you know, over 10 months, it slowed. I was getting like 1,000 a month for a minute. But YouTube changed up some stuff, and they you know, there are some things that are happening behind the scenes. Nevertheless, I'm not tripping off of that, though. That's not big for me. I don't really care about it. Like, the fact that it's showing that I have 72 concurrent viewers. The fact that, and 23 likes, anyway, but the fact that I have literally 72 concurrent viewers says, for me, means everything. Like, it means everything I've done these past 10 months, these 110, however many videos I've done. This is, you know, whatever this is worth it. Like, you guys are feeling this, obviously. Me, Nia Marie, Mocha, like Diva, are you still there, by the way? Because I know you were supposed to be calling in. This is about that time. Let me know, girl. But yeah, so anyway, just to say that if y'all are feeling us, I appreciate you being here, spending your time, your Saturday night, and just hanging with us on this subject. This subject can be a little harsh, deep, difficult, challenging to deal with, because a lot of you have dealt with personal situations that resonate with a lot of things that we hear and see out there on the internet, in the news, this and that. So to sit here to talk to us about these things also is commendable. I appreciate it so much, and love to you. Peace, blessings. Anybody in this community is protected and loved, and this is a safe place, and I really love you guys, all of you. Like, a lot of you guys are reaching out to me. Oh, hello. Let me see if I can get all of us. Somebody, I don't know what's going to happen. Let me see. Hello.
Hello, my warriors, my goddess, and my queen.
That's
hello.
Is this Diva, the divine light?
Mocha, what's up, baby girl?
Hi, girl. I have some stuff to talk about.
Well, what's up?
Listen, can I just make a shout out real quick? I want to shout out to Dana J real quick.
Go ahead.
Dana, I know you're listening, babe. I know you got scared because you know DJ Chicken Scratch Dust Mite was gonna be there, hanging out with Hollywood if she could. Hex, okay? And you got scared, my man. Don't be scared. And every time you talk about your Mr. Receipts, for this, I still haven't seen any damn receipt yet. Every time you put up a piece of paper to the fucking screen, you can't even see the fine print. You just see the top page and maybe where the letterhead came from. Stop. You need to stop. You have been officially exposed. You have been exposed.
That's so good. I love it. It's so true.
And I got another one. Please, before I need to get this off I need to get this off, y'all. Hold up.
Speak your piece.
And the other one goes to Hollywood Hex.
Oh.
Listen, girl. I pray for you and your soul because things are going to come to you. And it's not going to be pretty. And I know you and DJ Chicken Tyson over there, because he was talking about how he blocked now from doing shit on YouTube or whatever. And I'm pretty sure that's what happened to you too, because you've been kind of quiet, girl. You see what happens when you want to try to be ugly? Because that's what you are. That's why you haven't shown your face yet. I understand. It's okay. It's okay. The demon and the aliens do not want to be shown. It's okay. Keep it to yourself. We don't want to see it anyway. And my beautiful warriors, God bless you all. Go ahead, ladies. Y'all got the floor now because I just had to get that shit out.
Oh, well, I have to address what you just said because clearly I haven't shown myself, Mocha nor Nia either, and just to make sure we.
Don't worry about that.
I'm just saying.
I've shown myself a little pictures. Don't worry about that. We talking about them over there being freaking fracking phony.
No, I need to make it clear though that the reasonings are probably not the same. That's all. We've addressed this before, so I just wanted to put that out there though. You can go in the archives if you missed it.
That's right.
That's right.
So Diva, what have you been?
Wednesday.
So you guys, Diva has her own channel here on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. At the it's Diva the Divine Light is the page or the channel, and you also cover R. Kelly topics. So what is your your work? You're also reading the book Sex Me. Go ahead and talk about what you're doing.
Yeah, Sex Me, Confessions of Daddy's Little Freak. It was made by Cass Jones. Now, we heard today on this live from Chicken Scratch that she said that people are trying to copy that they wrote the book, and she wrote the book, and because of all the backlash and bullshit, she hasn't been inspired to write any more books, XYZ, and that the whole book was a lie. So, I'm sorry, Cass Jones. We all know you lied because you really forgot because you was talking about how you was conversating with him right before he got locked up or whatever. So we know what it is, girl. You need to just come one day and call me, shout me out, email me, talk to me because I need to figure this out. Bendito, for real. I'm on your side, girl.
Diva,
and she was talking about how she talked to the feds and all that shit. Like, that was kind of wild. Like, okay, girl. What questions did they ask you? Yeah, and then she talked about how they wanted evidence from her también.
They're all a mess. I mean, they're all dirty over there, I think. I mean, everyone that was close to them, they're all in some serious trouble whenever it comes down to the trial because they're not going to protect R. Kelly when it comes down to it if they're at risk. They're going to expose his ass quick, and then they're going to be on the outside because they've taken some sort of deal, and they're going to be going on about their day and forgetting all about their king rotting in the jail. So it is what it is. Their karma's coming for them for sure. But I wanted to ask you about the video that DJ posted today that was a recorded call. Dana J recorded the call with Cash Jones, but part of it I thought was really interesting. Whenever they were talking about the book, Dana obviously knew he was recording the call. Cash did not know she was being recorded. But in part of the video, whenever they discussed the book, they were saying, Geronda's claiming that she wrote the book, whatever, and Cash said, Geronda's saying that I guess she can claim it if she wants to. And Dana goes, I thought it was so crazy because Dana goes, well, the book's fake, and Cash goes, the book's fake? She asked, if she wrote the book and she knows the book is fake, why did she say that? And Dana goes, right, the book's fake. That proves it.
I think the both of them wrote the story together. Because for some reason, I heard on Toxic Diamond's channel some of Geronda's book, and it talks about her grandmother, and some of the scenes are similar to Cash Jones's book. I think, that's what I'm saying. Listen, y'all, please subscribe to my channel. Help me donate to buy these books, because I want to read them with y'all. I'm a home wife, and that's what I do, and that's my way to express myself, because I want to read these books. I'm a bookworm, and, I like to be home, and I like to read books, and right now, R. Kelly is the subject, and I have a whole list on my channel of books that I want to read with y'all. So if y'all can, subscribe, and we could do this, bro. So the next book I want to do is Surviving Pied Piper. I want to read Lisa's. And I want to also read that other one with Rogers. The Journey. Something into the dark and the journey. Because these people are not all lying. This is the problem. No. People think that, we just want to bang. They just want to bang. No. They want to tell their story. They want to bring awareness to the people. And so what if they get a motherfucking bag? You know what? They deserve it after everything they went through. You goddamn right.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I read both of those books, and there are a ton of similarities between the two. And I actually heard at one point in an article that I read, I heard that Cash, she compiled stories from different victims to write that book. So I guarantee you that Geronda did have a part in that book, and I think that's why she reacted the way that she did. And I think Dana was so quick to say, well, the book is fake, because he knew he was being shady and recording her, and he didn't want it out there that book is real. So he was quick to say, he didn't want Cash saying on that call, like, oh yeah, Dana, between you and I, we know the book is real. Right. Because he knew he was recording it. So I think that and
at one point, Yes, and at one point he tried to cut her off too, so she wouldn't blow something up. That he was like, no, wait.
Yep, that's exactly what he did.
That I was like, oh nigga, why you stopping her? Because you know you're recording her, and you don't want her to blow you up, nigga. Really? Wow.
Well,
all right, DJ Tyson, I gotta call you by your name. DJ Tyson, I give you much motherfucking props for that shit, for blowing that nigga up. I subscribe to you. Yes, I do. I don't agree with who you for, but I respect what you do, brother. Amen. There you go.
I like the comical aspect of it, but I think he's gone a little far with the recent.
Right, he is. But as far as trying to expose Dana and what he's doing, he's doing a good job at that. That's the only thing I give a props for. That's all I'm saying. Everything else, I don't agree with you, brother. I'm sorry. Thumbs down.
Mia and I had a little laugh session earlier after Dana posted his shots fired video, because it was probably the most comical, threatening video I've ever seen in my life. He was staring at the camera while playing this weird, I don't even know what the hell it was, honestly. He's playing this, some sort of movie or something, a quote from a movie, and he's staring
at the camera. Yes, it was a movie.
It was bizarre. It was very bizarre. And then he ends by saying, God, what was his final line?
I forgot. You've been warned. I think it was something like that.
Yeah, that's what it was. You've been warned. And then click. I'm like, what the hell? It was funny. I was like, seriously.
Yo, he's a true actor at his art.
That's very true. A bad one, but yes, an actor.
Yeah, right. But that's why he's a compulsive liar, because he thinks his world is a virtual world.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not reality. You know, so he's like, every time he steps into a scenario, he's got to act out. He has to do the play-by-play. I'm pretty sure he looks in the mirror and he practices all the time. This is how I'm going to come out. This is what I'm going to say. And, I got to set up my kitchen to look like this so that it looks like this. And, let me make sure that the gun is pulled out in front of me and the bullets are laid out very so gently. And I'm going to break my glass in my house and I'm going to take a picture. Yo!
It's too much.
You caught me on the wrong night because I was blasting. Stop playing.
I can't. Well, Velma just told us some late news on DJ and Hollywood. Apparently, they are ending their videos now with a closing prayer. So, I mean, I can't. I mean, whenever you use, like, foul language and God in the same sentence, like, that's wrong. That is just wrong.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well,
that's what makes it cross over into a little bit scary, right? Because it's almost like they will do anything and then justify it with this, God has my back.
Yeah.
My God told me. God showed me this. And you know what God told me? Well, guess what, Hollywood? God told me that you need to knock it off. No. God told me, meet me at the crossroads so you won't be lonely.
y'all wilding out tonight. Wiling out. So look, I'm going to clear the line because I want to invite a couple callers in, and then I want to address the judge's decision on why they chose to keep him.
Yes, I want to hear the rest of that shit because I got the paperwork. I just have to read it either.
Well, I need you to, can you mod real quick, and then, then I can open the line for someone to call.
Yes, I got
okay, go ahead, baby.
You good? You got everything out? Do you have anything else? Okay.
One love.
Later. All right, dope. So, thank you, Diva. Let me see what's going on in this chat, because I personally I was caught up in that moment. You guys were like tripping. Okay, let's see.
Yeah,
Cut Diva's mic. Oh, that was you, Nia. Really? That's so funny. You guys are so funny. So in between time, he's going to have fun exposing Dana. Dana Gay is not an actor. He wants to be an actor. That's Mike Nice.
I think...
all right. Oh, Mocha, you went to the chat. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for coming on, too. I appreciate your input.
Him being dramatic with being an actor. He might just be dramatic. He might just be a drama queen.
Yeah. Did you see him dressed in that female garb?
He's a drama queen that one time he was on a movie set. And now he thinks he's an actor. Oh, okay.
Did you see him in the female garb on that video? On that, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I did.
That is crazy. He really will stoop to any level. Right? Love you back.
Guys,
all right.
I loved when Martin did Shanae. He has a smaller build.
Yeah. I guess, you know what?
But not a Dana J.
Can we be mad? Can we be mad that he put himself out there, that he's trying, that he is putting his best foot forward with the, field that he wants to get into? You can tell that this is what I do. Yeah.
I think you definitely go for it. If you have the opportunity, they say, hey, put this wig on. I know you're 6'4", you got broad shoulders, or, however tall he is, but...
Mocha said he's trying to get... Wait, Mocha said, Dana said he's trying to get on Power. Seriously?
What did you say?
he would be an immediate casualty, like dude that got stabbed on the corner when Dre had to prove like how you handle the corner. Yeah, that would be him.
He'll be like an extra in the club, in Jamie's club. Or
Right.
Like some guy that
Club
came
Truth.
from Baltimore.
Yeah, Club Truth. Shout out to Team Truth, by the way. They probably are already out of here. I don't know what was going on. Let's see. It's 8:42. What? An hour and 40 minutes in.
You got a donation from Mimi earlier.
Oh, Mimi. Yes. Thank you for that. Mimi, love you, girl. Are you still here? Where are my PayPal? Maybe they're just kicking back and listening, hopefully. All right. So we're going to start with the Illinois case in regard to the decision once the judge came down with the fact that Sylvester is not being released for bond. They give a little argument, or not even argument, just their reasoning as to why. And so this is the judge in that case. It says, all right, based on what I can ascertain from the various indictments, the defendants accused of a multitude of crimes spanning the time period from as early as 1997 through 2018 at the latest.
Wow.
And they're not minor charges. And keep in mind, this is a transcript of the actual hearing that took place. This is the initial bail bond denial. And this is the judge talking, at the end of the both arguments from prosecution and defense.
So they said 2018 to 1997 to 2018.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
21 years. 21 years.
Of people coming forward, people getting paid out, the cover-ups, coercion, all that. Okay, so I'm going to just keep going, but I'm going to go back and recap. The court, which is the judge. All right, based on what I can ascertain from the various indictments, the defendants accused of a multitude of crimes spanning the time period from as early as 1997 through 2018 at the latest, and they're not minor charges. Many of them are incredibly serious charges of sexual abuse of minors, coercion of minors, child pornography. The defendant has a history of similar allegations dating back more than a decade. The defendant has access to financial resources. It's not clear exactly what level of financial resources, but he certainly has made a considerable amount of money from his employment. He also had frequent international travel, giving him an opportunity to flee. And given the serious nature of the charges against him, both in this indictment and in Chicago. Oh, so I'm sorry. Yes, this is New York. I'm so sorry, guys. I guess it's a New York judge. Okay. So I have the papers all over the place. This is still from the judge. Okay. He has a significant incentive to flee, given the long prison term that he would be subject to if he's convicted of any of these offenses. I'm also extremely troubled by the issues of potential obstruction in prior cases and the strong possibility that there could be a potential witness tampering in this case if he's released. And the fact that he has allegedly committed some of the charged offenses while he was on bail. In another case, strongly argues that the defendant cannot be relied upon to comply with the conditions of the release. Under the circumstances, I find that no condition or combination of conditions will reasonably assure the appearance of the defendant and the safety of the community. So I am ordering him to be detained pending trial. When's the next status conference before the district judge? And then they go on with that conversation. But the judge, so this one was not the one. So one of them refers to the grand jury. But nevertheless, this judge has basically taken in everything the prosecution has said. They are using that as reasoning for keeping him locked up. And they said pending trial. Trial has been set, right? New York is what? May. I don't think that's the April one.
Yeah, well, I thought it was the April. I thought it was April.
New York.
Whichever federal.
I'm sorry, I'm just fishing
sure.
through this paperwork. Nevertheless, he has one already set for April and one set for May in 2020. And the state one, I don't know. These are the federal cases. And the state case, I don't know what's going on with the state case, actually. So if anybody knows, you can let us know in the chat. I'll try to keep my eye on it to give an update. I'm going to just try to get this together here, this paperwork, because I want to also read. See, I have this as the New York arraignment, but I want to also read the other judge. So there's two judges because there's two different states that we're dealing with.
So, yeah, I don't know that we've heard, and maybe I can do some research on it. This week, I don't know that I've heard anything about the Chicago case in a while. I think the federal case is the one that's really getting all of the attention.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm seeing in the chat people are saying that they're investigating in Georgia. So I wonder what's happening with the case that sheriff that wants to sue R. Kelly for, ruining his marriage and all that kind of thing. I'll have to maybe look into that. I know that Drea is probably like, get in line after I get my money.
Yeah, I'm sure she is.
Your money.
So that judge, I don't know why that read that way, but that is actually under the Illinois transcript. But I have the transcript for the other judge because I wanted to just emphasize the reasonings behind both states keeping him under lock and key as opposed to letting him out on, home, what do they call that? Home detention or, home monitoring.
I think is the technical term.
Mm-hmm. So this court is the judge's final word on the bond, and this judge said that he basically, it says under the law, the specific charge of child pornography, creating and possessing child pornography does require a presumption of detention, that there are no conditions that would be sufficient. And it would be up to the defendant to demonstrate that to get away from this presumption. And I do not believe, based on the allegations that have of the indictment which bear the imprimatur of the grand jury, which means that the grand jury, after hearing evidence certainly produced by the government, found probable cause for the guilt of all the specific counts in both the indictment here in Chicago, and the indictment from New York in the Eastern District of New York. The charges are extraordinarily serious. The one specific one, count 1, 2, and 3, carry mandatory 10-year penalty, which is which indicates how serious those specific charges are. In addition, they carry the detention presumption. As far as the obstruction of justice, according to the specific count in the indictment, that the acquittal was at least in some part obtained because of the obstruction of justice, which involved allegedly paying off witnesses and threatening witnesses and buying back certain evidence in forms of the videos, that even though apparently there was one that was played, there was several other videos. And if all 3 videos or 4 videos, one of which apparently has not surfaced yet but must be out there somewhere, had all 3 of them, who knows how this case would have come out. Supposedly, according to the indictment, again, I go by the fact that the grand jury found that there's probable cause, that witnesses were paid and witnesses were threatened in order to either exchange testimony or not appear at all. So it appears to me that the defendant has failed to overcome the presumption of requiring detention in both the case here in Chicago and the case in New York. Although does the presumption apply in the New York case? And then Kroll comes in and says, yes, it does, Your Honor. So I forgot that this argument that she put out there for this was for both courts. And then the judge continues, all right, so the presumption in both cases that there are no conditions that will assure the defendant's attendance at trial and no conditions that will protect the public and certain individuals. Accordingly, the court denies the motion for bond. Thank you. So this judge took into consideration everything that was brought to the table by the defense because these things weigh heavily. He specifically says that these are serious charges and that they mandate detention. So why they keep coming back with these requests to reconsider the bond is beyond me. It's ridiculous.
Right. It really is, and they're on Twitter. It's a whole other layer of nonsense on Twitter because they've only got 260 characters to say the dumbest shit you've ever seen. So they're like, no evidence, tweet, and I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
And now I gotta just form my clap back in 260 characters. But there is an abundance of evidence. And as I've said before, if there's anyone else, if you think of the janitor, Dr. Rice, any disgusting looking person sitting there with this level of charges, you would say, the fuck? Detain this person. This person has to be guilty. There's 2,000 victims. It's been 21 years. What are we waiting for? But no, since it's R. Kelly, well now, there's a reasonable doubt all over the place. Them hoes is lying. Please. This is ridiculous.
Child.
Oh. Girl. Where's me out that I'm here for? I've got time. I make time.
Yeah, we do make time. I mean, like I said before, we don't have the time that some people seem to have. Like, I certainly can't, like, throughout the midweek or throughout the week, midday, just pop up like, yo. I mean, I could, I guess, but, like, no. Like, I have a whole different thing going on during the day and the week. I'm a person that has many hats, that wears many skirts, that, I do a lot of shit. So, like, this right here, I love doing this. I keep my eye on this throughout the week and stuff, but to be able to put out videos and all that, it's really hard. So I commend everybody who's doing that and who can pull it off. Shout out to Diva.
It takes a village.
It does.
I also keep my eye on it. I wear glasses. I keep all four eyes on it. I imagine you keep your third eye on it.
Definitely.
Johnston and Chariot. Where's that?
There she is. You gonna make me play that now. Oh my God.
I'm telling you.
Let's see. BBC did an hour show on him before Lifetime. If you Google BBC R. Kelly episode, you can watch it. Yeah. Actually, the BBC documentary is where you will hear Dana J's voice when there's a scene. I was looking at this, okay, and there's a scene where the Savages were working with the BBC reporter, and they were in talks with Don Russell, I believe, at that time, or, I'm sorry, not Don Russell, James Mason, who is the one who's facing charges now for threatening Tim Savage's life and over the whole R. Kelly surviving R. Kelly premiere, a whole other story, but James Mason was talking to these people. So they were, this was part of the documentary. It was on camera. And they cut to a new scene after there was a whole debacle where the police came in and they weren't expecting that. And so they tried to reach James Mason after the fact. This is the BBC reporter and the Savages. And the voice on the phone to me was very obviously a Dana J. Dana J was on the phone acting like he was Don Russell. He didn't say he was Don Russell, but he answered the phone. I guess they had the number 2 for I'm sorry, I keep saying Don Russell. James Mason. They thought they were calling James Mason back after some stuff had gone down the night before. And Dana J answered the phone. He didn't call himself Dana J. He didn't call himself James Mason either. But I knew that voice. And I was in the car at the time, so I couldn't like screen record or like voice memo that. However, I'm just saying, when you guys, if you haven't seen this BBC documentary, you should definitely check it out. And I'm telling you, when you get to that part, you're going to know that's Dana J. And they go, wait a minute, is this James Russell? Oh, who is this then? You're pretending to be James Mason. You know, who is this? And he's like, I don't know who this, he's doing Dana J. And I'm telling you, and my thing is, why was he doing that? Like, what was his deal in that moment for his involvement in that whole situation? They were trying to track Joycelyn, and here's Dana J right in the middle of it. So Dana J definitely knows more than he's ever told us. The problem is he lies so much, we don't know that when he finally does reveal anything truthful that we can believe him. Can we?
Right.
He knows
I think he knows everything. He knows absolutely everything. He knows that Robert has Lashonda. He knows that because he's had, if he has had any kind of interaction with Rashonda, she's told him, like, that was me in that tape. Like, come on. Everybody knows that you saw. And so he's like, oh, that's the truth? And so, I mean, of course he knows. Now, does he think, so he's probably like a lot of the other P-Hivers that think, well, she wanted it. Or that since she continued being with Robert, that, they were dating or, whatever, so that he doesn't see her as a victim.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So he knows that it happened, but he's also thinking, but this is wrong, what is happening to his mentor. So he's conflicted.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the drama mask. Oh, he's sad. He's happy. He's sad. He's happy. Oh, man, let me turn this camera on.
Mm.
That's where he's at with it. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you for summing that up, because I really can't wrap my mind around any of that. He is
I'm a little, he pulls me in with his late night cooking and cleaning. He does recipes sometimes. He gives people tips on, hey, you got to use cornmeal.
But, I think that's where he gets things confused. I think that's where he, like, for instance, DJ Dustpan, as I like to call him, he makes it very clear that, you might say you're my supporter or this and that, but you really are R. Kelly supporter. I want to keep the focus on that. For some of these other people, Dana J included, I feel like he gets it confused. He feels like he's the one, which maybe they are, the reason that people are watching may be him. Maybe he is that guy, but it's not supposed to be that in this sector, in this situation. He's supposed to be championing this guy who is in jail and he feels is being wronged, but he's making it about him. So that's why people like DJ Dustpan are liked, because people appreciate the fact that he's saying it's not me, it's R. Kelly. Let's keep the focus where it should be. It's not about me. I don't know if he means that or not, because I think at the end of the day,
I don't think he does.
I think at the end of the day, he's getting his lunches and his cash apps and all the stuff he wants to get out of it.
Yeah.
You were gonna say?
Oh.
If anyone wants to call in, okay, so here's the issue. If someone calls on the 888, that means you'll probably get knocked out. But and then you can.
Is that what you want? Is that where we are? Is that our journey?
No, well, we're at the 2-hour mark. You know how that gets.
Well, then nobody calls in. So
Okay.
take care of that.
Okay. Well, there it is. Oh, I do want to play a message. I'm gonna pull it up. But what else? Let me look at my notes too. I want to see what else was on the docket for the
Take care
day.
of that, everyone.
Yeah, let's
This
see.
is the Nia show, is what this is.
So we did the case facts, hearing recap. Oh, the hearing recap. So I wanted to do that too. So he had the hearing last week, right, where he had the toe infection, which was disgusting.
Yeah.
And there was basically I recapped the hearing, and I wanted to give it a go again just because I heard some things. I think they've cleared it up since, but I think it was on DJ Dustpan's live. Homegirl was moderating and said that they had court on Monday, November 4th for the bond. And I'm like, what? That's not true. So I went back and checked records, and nothing had changed. So with that said, I just want to repeat. So what happened at court on October 30th, Wednesday, is that, they went before Honorable Harry D. Leinenweber. The status hearing was held. Defendants Kelly, McDavid, and Brown were not present in the court appearances. They were waived. Kelly's motion to join McDavid's motion to dismiss is granted. Brown's oral motion to join motion to dismiss and McDavid's motion for a bill of particulars on or before were granted also. And on or before 12/9/19 replies are due. And also before 12/27, the defense has to come back if there's anything they have to say after the prosecution replies. Let's see. There's a status hearing ruling set for February 13th, 2020 at 10 a.m. Kelly's motion for reconsideration of pretrial detention is continued for argument on February 13th, 2020. And then they say the trial date is set for April 27th, 2020 at 10 a.m. for all defendants. So that's the last word on the situation. And so anybody saying court is Monday for bond is not true as far as I can see. I mean, if something else comes outside of this, I'm questioning that. I don't think that it works like that. I think everything has to be filed within the court. But that's where we're at.
Does he maybe have the hearing with Paige Rogers on Monday? Is that what they're saying? Is that how they're getting confused?
Well, I don't know, maybe, but I don't know if there's a hearing. I know that they have a trial date or a date, and maybe it's a hearing for November 21st, where he's supposed to be said to have to appear there. But I haven't heard anything other than that. If that is the case, I guess we'll find out on Monday. I haven't seen anything. I'm sure there would have been some things that have come up prior, like, oh, this is happening coming up, I haven't heard a thing. Let's see what's going on in chat. So nobody's calling. Okay, cool. Oh, you know what? I didn't unset the number. I did want to play a voicemail though. That was interesting. So let me do that. What were you gonna say, dear?
Oh, thank you. I was gonna ask. I wonder what he looks like now, because I feel like he's deteriorating. Of course, his toe is falling off. But I feel like his face is probably sunken in a little bit. Like, gosh, I can't think of anyone, but I feel like his cheeks are kind of hollowed.
Yeah.
It's like a skeleton a bit. It's just like maybe his shoulders are rolled in. Like it's just a whole different look. He's going to come out like, you just, whole different thing, like
I hear you. You know what? Maybe that's why he didn't show up to court. It maybe didn't have anything to do with his foot. It had to do with his appearance, because I did see comments of people saying that, he probably doesn't look anywhere near what he would want his fans to see, or anybody to see.
Yeah.
If his toenails are being pulled off for fungus or whatever, then who knows what else is going on with that body of his. I don't think he was in the best health in the first place. Like, Like, I feel like that's just a part of that type of environment is, you know, the vibration you're on is that of illness, depression, fear, you know, all those things come into play when you're in that environment. That level, that vibration is so low, you know. So wouldn't be surprised if that's where he's at and the body is just falling apart, you know. I mean, that's just part of it. He's also human, no matter how many demons have possessed him over the years. Yeah, I think the line is open. Let's see. So, oh, yeah, I was on Do Not Disturb. I was on Do Not Disturb. I do have a voicemail. I don't know if this voicemail will play.
I don't know anyone that messes with their phone settings so much.
I know.
I mess with devices for a living. I don't mess with my phone settings much.
Look,
this is my career.
Listen,
I don't mess with my phone settings, I'm just saying.
The 9 to 5, if you want to call it that, they put some new shit on my other phone. I have a couple phones. And now, I mean, I swear every call comes through my cell. It was never like that. So now I'm all paranoid. Like, what is going on? Who's this calling me? I get confused, you know. So I just try to put everything on Do Not Disturb until I'm ready to deal with people. But I'm going to see if this voicemail will play while you're on this line. If not, I'm going to try to play it through the laptop. Let's see. Oh, it says cannot play. Audio output is currently being used. Okay, I'm going to try to do it from the computer. But anyway, what's the chat looking like? Does anyone have any questions about anything or anything they want to talk about?
So Jody is saying that you did not post the number. Do we have anyone that wants to call in?
The number is not on the thumbnail? What's on the actual video thumbnail right now?
So the comment from Mary and Draya Kelly's picture, that text.
Oh.
Not the text, but...
the comment.
Yes.
Mary said that? Because I think that's Mary's comment.
It's Mary's comment and Draya Kelly's picture.
Right. Can you guys even read that? Okay, so you probably can't. I don't know. But I thought that was important because Mary, who is someone that I see in my chats, commented under...
She's a goddess warrior.
Yes. She commented under Toxic Diamond's video about Draya Kelly. And she said something that was very goddess-like. And I screenshotted that because I was like, hey, I know this person.
Yes.
Wait,
so she says her and her children lived with him. They know what they felt living with him.
Yes.
We can't judge her and can't say how she should feel. Speak in your truth, Andrea. It's all in God's hands.
Yes.
Period.
And then something else happened. There was a response.
Yeah. Someone said, girl, hush. And then Mary said, kissy, smiley, heart. The end. That's what she said. That was it.
Okay.
Emoji, kissy, smiley, heart.
So she responded the way a goddess is supposed to, with love. You don't just go down in the dirt with people. Sometimes you can, but like pick your battles. You know what I mean? Like every time is not the time to get down and dirty with somebody. You got to look at the person you're dealing with and ask yourself, like, really, am I going to just like dust myself up for somebody who's already super dusty? Like clearly that's just the world they live in, and that's not my world. So I'm going to move over here, move around people sometimes. So I'm going to play.
Yeah, literally, the only time that I go slumming is when I'm having to interact with these P-Hivers. And I don't feel bad about saying it. I thought I'd feel bad, but it felt right. It felt right. The only time I go slumming...
I have a call. Can you hear me? Okay. I got a call coming in.
Yeah.
Babe, let's get this call. Hello, hello.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on, sir? Is this Mr. Clary?
Yeah, how you doing?
We're doing good. How are you? What's going on?
I'm good. Just been, staying out the way and fighting that fight. Just being not so visible right now.
Right. And how's
Got
that?
my eyes on everything.
Mm-hmm. How's that working out for you?
Stay quiet a little bit.
Yes.
It's working out good.
Good.
Working out good.
I was shouting you guys out earlier for having my back in this demonic debacle that's going on out here in these YouTube streets. I just want to say thank you. I got your comments also. So thank you guys for having our backs out here.
It's I sit back and I watch a few of them here and there. I try not to really never entertain none of them, right? But sometimes we all entertain to try to find some type of pattern or something that they follow to try to figure out what's their motivation in this. And it's crazy that they say some of the stupidest shit as an answer. Not all of them, but some of them.
Oh, shit. Help. I think I done lost everybody now. Hold on, y'all. Don't call on that 88. Let me close out that 888 number real quick because that just knocked everybody off the call. Hold on. Pick up. Hold on, Mr. Clary. We're going to call you right back. Hold on. Let me just get Mr. Marie on. So we have Mr. Clary on the line. I'm going to close out this other number because it tends to close out everybody.
Hello.
Hello. So
Next.
sorry about that. Oh, hell no.
No, it's okay.
I got to close out this line because it just will knock out everybody on the phone, apparently.
Oh.
Okay, so let me call him back because I don't.
Okay, or do you want me to get off so you can have a line?
No.
More lines open?
No,
Okay.
You're good.
Okay.
So we're gonna get him back on the. Hopefully you listening. Oh, he's coming. Okay. So sorry about that. Oh,
Being sabotaged.
we should.
I see God is wanting to kick me out live.
No, we not at all. Never that. We should be good now though. So go ahead and continue what you were saying, sir.
Yeah. So let me give y'all this right. I just need no problem. Let me just give you this. That one thing about these people that I look at and I see that they fighting, but they not saying anything. They at the point now that all they doing is throwing stones. They trying to go at y'all, discredit you, and it don't even make sense. Some of the stuff that they even saying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it makes no sense to me, for real. You go back to their page. I watched one of them. Somebody sent me a small clip. They do the timeline clip to me, where one of them was saying, I'm not gonna say who he is, but because I just don't glorify. I don't even like to say their name. Really, I just think they fight amongst themselves. But to go back what he said, he was saying it's a caliber of men or the surroundings you put yourself in that make people judge you. And what he was trying to say is like birds of a feather flock together. The company you keep is a resemblance of you. But how can you say that when y'all sitting here fighting the fight that y'all fighting with no credible evidence on y'all end whatsoever? But you got 99% of internet facts. Not 100 and whatever percent they have factual that's in the federal government, state, whatever, they have one. We talk about the internet facts that comes from Team Truth and people that support us from day one and this and that. This wasn't a a situation that we playing games. This situation had to do with my daughter. So therefore, I'm going to fight every which way I possibly can until there's no more air, blood, or anything in my body. So therefore, when I put out something, I'm going to put out everything that I can to be something I can repeat without even thinking about it. I'm going to say nothing but my truth. So when, people like yourself dissect things and say things and they can't handle your truth because you're able to talk to somebody that's involved with the fight, they run around lying to people, acting like they talk to people that's in the fight. That's a lie. That's a lie. Like 90% of them don't talk to nobody on that side to get any out of this. None whatsoever. Y'all can call me up. We talk. We give up certain things I don't want to discuss, and that's what it is. But I'm telling you that it's a sad case over there with them. They making statements, and they got people following. They got people feeding them and providing them with money and stuff like this for nothing but gossip. Because nothing what they talk about is fact. Then they say everybody clout chasing, everybody doing this. How everybody doing this when you had no fight in this? You're not connected to nobody in this that can give you relevant stuff to say, hey, this will make me fight. My friend is in it. This person I met, I talked to them. Or this victim here, or this person that's on his side, that's who I deal with. None of them saying that. They going off of anybody that speaks negative about us. They don't even know the players that's in the fight, the victims that's in the fight, the case. They still fight Lifetime. They tell me, oh, Lifetime started. I don't care where it started. Wherever your trouble starts doesn't make that your responsibility or your blame, your place of blame. You got to start with yourself. Mm-hmm. If you didn't do what you did, it wouldn't be no Lifetime stories, no thousands of victims. It wouldn't be none of that. Mm-hmm. It would be strictly somebody make allegations, and the allegations went away. Like so many other people that you see allegations on, and they go away. So they need to stop this. They need to really, really stop all this faking and playing and lying and
speaking of this,
they do.
Yeah, what do you think about this? There's supposedly this new lawsuit this person filed April or whatever against Lifetime, I guess. And then, what do you think about them trying to call judges? Like, do we welcome that so that they can piss these people off, or like what?
All we need to do is, this is what they don't understand. We are small army. If they think by any chance that federal government ain't a huge army, then let them keep playing. Let them keep pushing. They not helping. They gotta know by now they just looking like idiots. They on some personal gain right now because nobody would have blamed. I don't care how much they love this individual. You don't even have to. This the crazy part. And I'm gonna give it to you. You have 1%. Not even 1%. I'm gonna say 0.000 point something percent of family members fight. And as Draya Kelly said, their family is small, so you gotta accept that. So outside of that, nobody is standing up fighting for him at all. You got all these fans that know shit, that don't know absolutely nothing. Everybody reading, everybody works for the federal government on that side. Everybody got a job in the FBI. Everybody reading top secret papers, open indictments. Man, get out of here. Get out of here. Mm-hmm. One thing from being a victim to the federal government and having an indictment, I know how they work. So all this shit, they run around lying and talking. It's just talk. That's not how them people work. People don't play no games. Ain't nobody walking up to nobody and opening up no open indictment and reading it. It don't happen like that. It's a lie. Mm-hmm. They keep that shit top secret. Whatever that small group of individuals that's working on that case gonna know, until that shit go to that court, until they fucking execute. Then it comes out. And only comes out what they want out. Other than that shit, everybody know this. They don't know nothing.
So how strong do you think how strong of a chance, I guess you could say, do you think they have with these I don't know if you've heard about the billboards that they want to put up all over the city to, affect potential jurors.
What do they think they doing? Only thing they're doing, let me tell you what they're doing, right? And I might help them out on this. Picture this, right? Picture this. You got some suburban people that never even entertain R&B, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got a name now. He's picked for the jewelry. Okay, never even thought about it. Wife had to be working in town, talking about these billboards of this singer that's coming up, and he see the same name that's on his subpoena to be a jeweler. What you think the first thing he's gonna do? Google it. First thing. There you go. You're a smart woman. So guess what? You know what they just did?
Yeah.
Educated them. And you know what they not gonna see? Kel's Nation fucking Twitter page or any of these other damn small bloggers that's running around thinking they're making this major impact to the world. What they're gonna do is make somebody pop up his name and see all the things that everybody else in the world with their eyes open see.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And that's what they're gonna get. So if they thinking this is their play, let them keep doing it. Because to me, whoever behind all that mess, all these infamous pages that don't stop, that's the road warriors for R. Kelly, they the ones that setting them up. So if people are really R. Kelly fans, true R. Kelly fans, they would take a soft approach. And I see one person who I will give props, who take a very careful and soft approach to me, and that's Levi. That's Levi.
Whoa.
And I had the pleasure of speaking.
Really?
I'm only giving it to him. Yeah. If you ever listen to his stuff,
I
right?
listened.
No, listen. This is why I say this. Tell recently, right? He never went strong saying he's completely innocent. And I see it a lot of times. He never say he's completely innocent. He say that a lot. He won't go in it, but he always say, I'm not saying my cousin is completely innocent or this didn't happen. He speak on what he only arguing about right there. So I mean, between him and I'm talking about people who rationalize certain things. I don't watch all of them over there, so I'm only speaking on ones that I've personally had a chance to interact with, talk to, where I can say, well, damn, okay. My thing is, like I told you from the beginning, I can't have a conversation with nobody who, as soon as I get on the phone with them, I ask you, what do you think? What you think about this? And if they say, oh, no, he ain't guilty. He ain't this shit. He just a saint. I ain't got nothing else to talk to you about. But if you can sit on there and you say, okay, well, you know what, he might have been wrong on this. He might have did some wrong on that. Then I can respect that.
Okay.
Because now you're trying to prove your point of what you think is some of the weaker points or somebody lying on them. I can see y'all fighting for that. But all this other shit and all these other plays that he ain't do shit, he the saint, everybody's stealing. What the fuck is everybody stealing?
Wait, so you're saying Levi? You're saying Levi was in the category of one of the people saying maybe this, maybe that, or?
I think he's one of the ones you can actually have a conversation with.
Okay.
And I think it will never get where you calling each other names.
I believe that. I don't think he'll be disrespectful, but I have heard him minimize Robert Kelly's criminal activity. So when he says things like, he ain't no saint, that is a far cry from he's a child rapist, which is what I personally believe.
Exactly. So there you go. If you fight for me, them words should never come out your mouth. If you truly believe in me, you ain't gonna never put out there, I ain't a saint. You're gonna be like, listen, he didn't have nothing to do with that. You're gonna stay away from certain words. And Levi, I think, is very intelligent enough to understand what he put out there. And anybody that's intelligent that's watching his page will pick it up like, oh, well, he ain't saying he completely innocent, but he's fighting for these reasons. And he always try to express his reasons, or whoever he feel like the one individual he don't agree with. And I had beef with him about a few different individuals that he had myself. So, you know what I mean? And I'm not going to waste my time with him. I only spoke with him because I spoke to him as a man. He never recorded me. He never did anything. He was no games, none of that. So, you know, he respect my opinion on things. I respect his view on things. But like I tell him at the end of the day, he know I don't speak nothing but the truth. You'll never find nothing on there that he dragging me, none of that. Because that man spoke to me. The rest of them, they just talking. There's a whole lot of them talking. You know, I heard Hollywood next a few times. She try to keep me respectful, but then she bash me in the thing with some false shit that I don't even know where they get the stuff they say from. It don't even make sense to me. I be laughing like these people crazy.
They are.
Like, who telling them this stuff? Like, y'all can easily come over to your page, Goddess. Come on over to Goddess to Dawn. Guess what? She get Angelo on the phone at any time. Come on over to Grown Man can get Angelo on the phone anytime. I used to talk to several bloggers, and everybody know, I think the whole internet world know that Tasha K is definitely my people. So, you know, that's a no-brainer if somebody can get on the phone.
Shout out to Tasha K.
Yeah, big shouts for her move with Nicki Minaj. I'm very proud of her. I already shouted out and rap to her, and I hope that people that, you know, learn to break down the stories and not just put out mess. Everybody get their break. I hope all vloggers get their break so that they can come up and live and you know, be financially stable off of the work they put in. But all these ones that just running around talking shit just to keep hashtag going of Carol's or this and that, you know, I just stay away from them because I'm tired of trying to show them something that their ears can't hear.
Yeah.
Or sit something in front of them that their eyes can't see. You know, they just refuse to hear anything.
Right.
You know, and then once they bash my daughter on that side, they can never come back. You know, you can't say something about my child as well, Clark, my daughter. And then think next week you can say, oh, okay, we didn't know this, so, you know, it wasn't like that. This is not, that don't work like that with me. Be done. So you can never talk to me. You can never, ever get me on the phone. You'll never get nothing. But what I do tell you is stay tuned. Stay tuned. All I'm going to be eating some lies real soon. Like I'm telling you, you know, it's this, this man don't go to court till April. They still running around. You talking about bail hearings and dumbass appearances. They making this the talk of the town. Like, I'm like, if I was a supporter, certain shit I wouldn't even entertain because that's not even entertaining. We trying to fight for him. Fight for him. Y'all still not yet have showed us anything, any contributions this man gave voluntarily, anything he done had billed for these youth programs. I'm still waiting for that page, that phenomenal page past the music to show me how great of a man he was. Show me something when he was involved with his kids that he did for the community where his kids went to or the school that he went to. Show me some of the checks he donated to get more computers in this area or the school that he loves so much. Let me see the big donation that he did to music department so somebody else can get the same break he had when he came up. You ain't going to see it. You ain't going to see it. But everybody, get away. Everybody always got all these million of things to say about this and that, but they have no proof showing anything that makes sense. And that's my problem with this. So with y'all, when you goddess, you put something up, you say, I'm going to bring you this, you bring it. You don't fight with them, you try to prove their point. And they ruthless over there. They ruthless and foul on Twitter.
Yeah, they are.
I want to tell y'all, man, kudos to everybody out there. Salutes to everybody out there.
Hey, we got a whole army. Yeah, we got a whole army on Twitter. I'm shouting out everybody. Y'all know who you are.
Twitter.
We have fun, though. Isn't this exercise, y'all? We just, like, flexing.
Yeah,
we flexing. That's all we do.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we tap in, we get it done.
Yeah.
And what I want to tell y'all, I appreciate y'all, my family, appreciate y'all. so much for standing up and fighting the fight. But what I'm telling y'all is, when you see me pop in, I'm just popping in.
Right.
Because I'm working on a bigger situation right now.
As you should be.
I see it, and I do appreciate everything. And trust me, at the end, they will see that Team Truth and what it really, really stands for. You know, besides all the back and forward, they going to see, because they have pages that end. And y'all bloggers that stand with the side truth, y'all going to excel.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all going to get up. And if they've seen anything, they see how Tasha K have excelled by bringing something so big to the media. It helped her, it helped us, and it gave a perspective to the world. She don't even jump in it as much as she do. And look at her.
Yeah.
So what happened to one person can't happen to another, but it's the way you curve your page. It's the way you put out your information. And if you just want people to follow you, then be a clown on that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody like a joker. Everybody go on there and make some jokes. You know, get on there. Won't be the most ignorant person on that you got on YouTube. You get on there and start cussing out your phone because it's sitting there ringing. You know, you're going to get views.
Yeah.
You might get 100,000.
Yeah. Anybody can act a fool. I can act a motherfucking fool. If you want to see me act a motherfucking fool, the goddess can do it too. But I'm not going to do that, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to keep it classy. We keep it classy. We keep it, you know, like right. And we stay on what's real and what's right. That's it.
That's it. Classy gonna always outweigh nonsense, no matter where you go.
Right.
You can eat at the best fast food that you love, but it ain't nothing like walking in that favorite restaurant.
Right.
It's no comparison. So, you know, people gonna come to your page to get a better understanding and appreciate your word to the world. And your understanding or your point of view, and you can get people on the phone that make sense of things.
Yeah.
That I can't fight no more. I fought 4.5 years of this shit. That I'm done with. Angela, they still. This is the crazy part. Every new page, go back probably from the very beginning, and they ask the same questions that we answered 9,000 times. And they could go to somewhere else, go back down the feed and find their answer. But they build their pages off of asking the same redundant questions over and over.
Right.
I'm like, man, really? If you think I'm going to answer that, something that I answered 5-6 months ago? Nah, you got to be crazy. Y'all late. Slow to something. So, you know, I'm not going to do that. And that's what they do. And I see people that roll, and what I do appreciate with your page is you kind of keep it solid, and I'm watching you grow. And like I tell my ace on the Grown Man Show,
Grown
it's about
Man.
building your page. You know, it's about building your page. Or doctor, I'm sorry, doctor.
Doctor, yes, yes.
Dr. Grown Man.
Graduated. I love it. I love it.
He is doctor.
Yes.
And yes, he do drink, but he don't drink on the job, so he all right.
Okay.
Grown man. Yeah.
Watch yourself now.
Doctor.
Yeah.
That's right.
You got eyes on you, babe. You got eyes on you, babe. You got to keep it together now. Brown liquor, get your shots in, and then, you know, get on your live. Celebrate after, you know what I mean? So, you know, but we love him, of course, and we love you also. Well, I got people in here in the chat saying prayers to you and your family, and of course we echo that. Yeah, of course, of course. This is a safe zone.
And the prayers go out to everybody that's fighting on here, because what people don't know, and I'm gonna get back to one. I know I jumped with a question you asked me, but I just wanted to sum it up about so much stuff, and I want people to understand that you know, people think it's real, it gets real nasty and personal with me, but it don't. Well, let me tell you what I do. You know me, I fight the fight. I was built for this from other things in my life. So this fight is nothing. This fight is nothing. It just allowed me to look at things. I had to protect my kids more than I ever thought I had to in life. But the fight for the social media fight, they all they is box. I put a page up on my Twitter. Y'all gonna like that. I mean, I'll post up on my Twitter. So y'all gonna like that. Go to my Twitter and look at that post. It's a guy fighting, doing all these moves like he a killer. And the dude sit there nice and calm and take a stick, crack right across his head, and the fight was over. That was it. That was it. But that man put on a whole show for a whole minute and ain't get to do nothing else. And that's what you had one day. You know, you got a lot of people that talk a lot of smack, whether they right or wrong.
Right.
And they got the same syndrome that he has. But if you throw it out there in the world, guess what? It's going to take legs and run. And that way people is fighting for whatever lie you put out. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, if once you say I'm rolling with the truth, who cares about the lie? You put it out there, you started some feed, you had a conversation, but it got cleared up with the truth. You only make us look that much better.
Right, exactly.
That much better. That's what you don't understand. I love when they sit out there with that. Because with me, I got them receipts. And I got a lot of receipts on a lot of things that y'all was currently talking about and other things at the beginning you was talking about. I just don't, I'll share with you, but that back and forth with these idiots, man, it ain't even worth it because they going to have to sit there, look at their kids, look at their family when this comes to an end, and they going to have to explain all that dumb shit that they said.
Yes.
They're going to have to explain all that humiliating dumb stuff that they said. And I also want to tell y'all, I just put a post on my IG. Not Team Truth 1000, but my Angelo Clark. Go to it and check it out. It's a Philly rapper, Bugsy 58. Shouts out to him. Major independent artist that been on top for a long time, and now he's showing the world. He put a post up today, and let me tell you how our word is filtering through the internet about these pedophiles, and the rapists and these sick individuals. He has a few kids. He got a nice amount of kids, 5-6 kids. He keep his kids, post here and there with it, but basically he keep his page professional with his raps and everything. And the dude is a phenomenon. I'm telling you, one of the top right now in the business, no hands down. And go to his page, check it out. He put a post up. He went into his daughter's phone and he found DMs from a grown-ass man sitting there talking to his 14-year-old daughter and trying to send her picture. And then asked her, well, I really want to ask you, are you into older men? She's 14 years old. See, so this is what I'm telling you. It can happen to anybody, whether we want to act like we can't or not. And what the brother put in his page and his thread, and I want y'all to go through his comments, he put something that's so powerful that separates us from this ignorant mentality that they think we're supposed to have. He said, dude, and he posted it to the dude, the only reason I'm not reacting like a nut, basically, and on your ass, is because I will not be around to protect the rest of my kids. See, that's what people don't understand.
Yeah.
So,
you gotta have hella restraint in that situation.
Shout to him, and I want everybody to go to his page and put some hearts up.
What's your what's the IG?
Okay.
What's your IG for that one?
It's on my IG. My IG, Angelo Clary, the one right there. My main one I do my lives off of.
Okay.
He I just put the post on there on my page. It should be up on my page. But it's Bugsy 58. He's out of Philly. And when I tell you that story like that, it's going to inspire people. He got a large fan base, and we need people like that. And we need people like that bad because this is serious. Like, it's not a game no more. Like, this is affecting people. It's affecting people like just anybody. If he did not have the relationship he had, or I'm not sure how he caught it, did he just go to his daughter's phone or however? But if he did not do them steps as a parent, don't nobody know what for that. Because they've been texting.
Wow.
And I have to say, Mr. Clary, like, this is why, you talk about pages growing and people getting popularity, but for me, this is why I do this, because we need to change the idea that 14-year-olds can quote-unquote date an older man. That is not what this is. 14-year-olds are children. 13-year-olds are children. And these girls are not available for dating. And if the girl's father did not see this text message and was not able to protect her, that does not mean that she, quote unquote, deserves to be abused.
Mm-hmm.
And in our culture, we need to change that. We need to protect our daughters, our collective daughters, and we need to teach our sons. We need to teach we need to do better. We just need to do better. And that is the message.
You're absolutely right.
Yes.
And that is a true message from a queen.
I'm going to drop my cash
that
app.
understands.
I'm going to drop my cash app.
But it is bigger than just...
Did you say you were dropping your cash app, Nia?
Yeah.
Put it in the chat, girl. Put your cash app in the chat. Shit. You earned that. You earned $1. $1 for the queen. $1 for the queen.
Yes.
Yeah. Get the money. So let me tell you, it's bigger than 13, 14. You know, and I'm telling you why. My daughter was sheltered. So I don't care nothing about when people say, oh, they have AIDS and these state laws, they can give consent. Let's stop lying with this consent shit.
Mm.
The real consent, if you look it up, these laws from Georgia to Chicago to other places that have under 18 laws, the laws was made for school kids. If you read into the law thoroughly all the way through it on a federal level and an investigation level for sex trafficking and stuff like that, the law states that it was made for a 16-year-old to be able to date a 20-year-old, being as though a 20-year-old could still be in high school with that child. That child could be going into the 9th or 10th grade.
Right.
And if they and then as though they dated through high school, he may be a senior who's dating a freshman, and he now leaves school. It doesn't change his age. They are able in the consent age of 4 years, I think it is, of them dating. As long as it's like around the realms of being a peer at school. People keep misconstruing this and taking this into a whole different light. You know, that's a lie. It's not saying that a 17-year-old could say, I'm going to date a 50-year-old man. That's not acceptable.
Hell no.
Nobody's saying that. You can't walk in there and say, I'm at McDonald's, I'm 38, and this is my girlfriend, 16, we live in Atlanta, she said I can have sex with her.
No.
That's not what the law is saying.
Right.
No.
Everybody's so misconstrued, they believe that this is what they is saying. I'm like, man, y'all crazy? You crazy?
So in some areas they call that like a Romeo and Juliet law kind of a thing, where if both of them are under 18, but maybe one is 15 and one is 18, then the 18-year-old won't get prosecuted as harshly. So if they're closer in age. But like you were saying, I mean, we can't just have a 40-year-old and a 16-year-old. That is not, that's not a dating relationship. So like, with these girls, with Azriel and Joy, R. Kelly never took them out because he knew it was wrong. He never took them out on the town. They never went to Vegas. They were never in the tabloids because he hit them. He knew it was wrong.
Well, plus, Angelo was probably on his ass also.
I think Joy was out a few times. They had Joy in L.A. with him shopping and some other stuff they put in the tabloid, and that could have been staged or not. I'm not sure. But, I know a few of them he did, like Holly and a few of them, he made sure he went out in the club and different things. So it was different levels with certain ones, and there were certain ones that I guess you couldn't. And I think in my case, I was just one of the ones that he couldn't just put out there any type of way because I was always on the hunt.
Right.
I was always coming.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a little difference, and that's what I think how I curbed that situation. Yeah, that's what basically what it was, and but it's a sad situation for all of them. And like I'm telling you, we can dwell on this, or we can throw a curveball in to just like what I did with Bugsy. You know what I mean? People have to start understanding that they can come to Goddess page and bring her something about Joe Blow, who happened down the street, and you don't have to be a celebrity.
Exactly.
The only way we're gonna win at bringing awareness is if we take this and we open our platforms up to bring in and embrace things that that should be out there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This door is wide open. Yeah.
His IG page, everything.
Yeah.
He locked his page up now, but he got it all. You know, he put it up there. He got a good picture of him, everything. So, you know, I'm telling y'all, man, this is what need to be. And if it ain't posted, it's because I got it on the phone. So as soon as I get off the phone, it'll go on my page, and y'all will be able to see it. But this is what need to happen. You know, I see some young ladies approaching some of the pedophiles that took advantage of them as children and their families. They get their boyfriends whipping their ass and shit. And this is what supposed to happen. This is not, but you know, this the crazy part. And what I want y'all to do is see it on my page and go to his page too. This man can make a rap and throw something out there, get 20, 30,000 views and 15, 20,000 views real quick. He put that out there about his daughter. I guarantee you it ain't at 1,000. And
that's
I
how it goes.
to tell them that, to try to show them this, like, yo, this is why it is so important for us to change our platforms. And let's go for the other side. They want these platforms, but yet half of them out of Chicago, right? And do y'all understand this? On Halloween, a 7-year-old got shot up trick-or-treating in Chicago.
I saw
and that shit didn't blow out the Twitter.
Yeah.
It didn't blow out Twitter. I didn't see it on none of these guys' pages from out of Chicago or around Illinois posting and taking a day off to talk about that.
Yeah.
So how in the hell do you think I got any respect for you?
Right.
That you can talk about a situation you have no type of close ties to, but you can't speak about that family, a 7-year-old. You mean to tell me you're a blogger, but you skip over a 7-year-old who just got shot trick-or-treating?
Right. Check my Twitter timeline if you want to see that story, by the way. God is Dawn, the number 3. It's there. I posted an update on that also. I think there was a 15-year-old suspect in that case. But yeah, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
Exactly. That's who I found. People that know how to take their platforms and be worldly. Because everything ain't maybe not your typical your cup of tea to put out. But
right.
Damn it, if it's tea. And it's good tea. Anything that helps somebody's family get closure or feel that they got a support system. Could nobody imagine a 7-year-old going through that trauma and the parents going through it.
Right.
But we can't take a half a day out for them to acknowledge this 7-year-old kid. Because guess what? It can happen again to you.
Absolutely.
It can happen again to the kid down the street. And we keep on avoiding this shit until it hit home. And then we'll have a situation like the young lady in Illinois that her son was getting raped at 8. And now everybody, all the celebrities, everybody wants to jump involved with it now. Everybody. This girl been crying out. But ain't nobody been listening. Because I just heard about it, and they went through a whole court trial. So why wouldn't you hear about it when it happened?
I know, right? We're hearing about it after the fact when they're going to release this guy.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
no, I hear you.
Crying out for help.
No.
So now these celebrities that's jumping involved now, that's pointless to me. Because I'm quite sure they hear the cries that we cry, and I ain't have all this support. They ain't coming out now. But if they easing out, bringing awareness on situations close to home, then they get it. Now it makes sense to them. Damn, I should have did this. Damn, I should have did this. They the pages I support. I support pages that bring real news, talk about real life situations, and I wouldn't care if it's a page that's set up. And this is an idea for anybody that want to be an entrepreneur. Do a page to do nothing but set up shit to help donate to these families and be a God-given person to actually take the money and deliver it like it's supposed to, because that's needed. That's really, 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 really needed. There's a lot of people don't even have a clue when tragedy hit like this. I'm quite sure that girl was doing everything she can with her 8-year-old son. But the only thing I didn't hear was how much therapy she was getting or he was getting. That's what I didn't hear. I heard everything about the courts, but I didn't hear nobody say her son is doing okay in therapy.
Well,
you know, he got the best therapist. And I need therapy because the way she cried out, she needs therapy.
Well, the therapist, wasn't it the therapist on his therapist that said he wasn't ready for trial, which is why they decided to postpone that or release him and refile later? That's what I thought I read, is that his therapist is the one who came out with that.
His therapist.
Yeah, his therapist. The kid.
That's his therapist.
The child.
I'm talking about the kid.
That's who I was talking. Oh, it wasn't the child?
Okay, so, no, the state evaluated him. They evaluated him because he was already autistic. So they said the state evaluated him and do the therapy, it said it. But they only got him therapy because he was testifying. So they needed to test him to make sure he was credible.
He was able to
stand
right.
and say, this is what happened. And they said he wasn't credible at that time. They needed him to get a little older.
So they should have kept him in. They had evidence, from what I understand. So it seems, from what I understand, they did have evidence, and they should have been able to retain him based on that until the trial occurred. He shouldn't be out so he could hurt other children, and who knows how many other children this man hurt. There's a lot of cases out there. I get a lot of comments. You're not covering this. You're not covering that. Look, I'm only one person. I only have so much I can put into something. And I've decided that this particular thing here is what I'm doing. And I'm going to do other things. But look, don't tell me what I'm doing and what you don't know what I'm doing outside of YouTube. You don't know. Everything is not on YouTube. Like,
you don't know my timeline. You know who we do.
Exactly. Like, I'm just.
You're a news reporter. You could be a news reporter. On the side. They don't know. And it's not for you to provide. What I'm saying is, they should take a page out your book to see how you attract stories, and all of them should do it. It won't be them against us.
Right.
They sat down and did their own damn research.
Yeah.
And understand it and made the shit make sense.
Right.
If we all make it make sense, then it won't be a fight. And this is the difference between a black culture overall that can't come together. Mm-hmm. Because we just don't want to follow what you say to be correct.
Right.
After you wrote the goddamn book of truth, and I'm reading it, I'm going to see something that I can argue or dispute, and now I'm going to make another write the same book, but I'm going to call it number 2 or the past tense or the future. And now this is what we do, conquer and divide with each other. Mm-hmm. Because nobody wants you to sit down and say, well, you know what, guys, let me reach out to her. And I'm a big blogger. I'm against this shit. But let me take a day and talk to you. Is that okay? Yeah. And y'all discuss. You ain't going to get them phone calls. You know why? Because it's about views to them.
Oh, right.
They only ride the hype.
And I know for sure. Yeah, if I'm on a phone call with one of them, I'm being recorded. I already know. Exactly. So, and I'm good with it because I'm going to say what I'm going to say. But,
Exactly. And the other thing that killed me with them is that shit when they hit God. Oh, my goodness. God this. Oh, you ain't God.
Yet they're doing devil's work.
God. This God's work, or the fight is God's. And I'm like, man, y'all really, really playing the dangerous
It's just,
game.
I think they're just a delusional bunch. And because they have each other, I think that makes them think it's even more okay. Because they're corroborating each other by banding together. You know what I mean? So, they give each other a false confidence. So, it's all going to play out, and they're going to be looking real dumb, or more so than they already are.
They're going to fade out, like I told everybody, to pay attention.
Yeah.
They're going to fade away.
Yeah, I've seen a couple already say, I'm done. They say, I'm done, because Dana J can't stay on course. They tried. They think they've made sense. They put him on a 4-hour live. They told him everything as men. Yet the next day, he comes back and he does the same shit. He's not going to listen to y'all. So this, so I see people saying, I'm done with this because they can't manage this guy. Yeah.
They tried to put Blockbender in. He tapped out. Blockbender was
You went ahead and just put it all out there, Nia. It's all good. That's why you here, though, girl. Go ahead.
And that's what it's supposed to be. I had the pleasure of speaking with Blockbender and everything. It's a lot of people on the other side that I have personally talked to that did the right thing. They didn't record me. We had conversation, this and that. And what I'm telling you is when you have a phone call with me and you still do what you do the same way Dana J. What I respect with Dana J, he wasn't going to change. That joker, I don't care what it is. It's like a mother that got a badass child. And no matter what her child do, she going to stay with her child. That's him. Now, now him growing, I think that the bashing and things that went against him made him feel what I felt a little bit as a parent or somebody that's trying to protect somebody. Now he felt a little bit of what we went through. You see what I'm saying? So now he's looking at like, whoa, is this how I want my life? Is this what I really signed up for? Because now they crossed me, outcast me, dogged me, threw me away, put lies out on me. I done told lies. They even did it all. So now it ain't favorable for you. Now it ain't worth it no more. Now you're looking like you really can't go up to Chicago and walk down the street or go to Trump and be with dude. So now all that's faded now. You ain't got nothing new to bring to the table to say, I'm in. None of them do. None of them. They fueled by a certain individual, two individuals from behind, and they feed them all that bullshit. And I laugh at it. But all of it is exposed. It's all false.
So, but people still buy that.
They ear hustle with the lawyer. Let me tell you about a lawyer, right? And I'm going to tell y'all this, and I want y'all to think on this. Y'all intelligent people. Quite sure everybody here might not have been in trouble, but you got somebody in trouble. Let me tell you me, and I'm going to say this for me being in any predicament. If I have a high-profile case, and me, I'm incarcerated, and my lawyer didn't talk to anybody that is not authorized by me, bringing a check down there by me or through me, then if I find out he had any conversation about my case, and I have a high-profile case, he's terminated. Point blank simple. No good lawyer or great lawyer is going to ever talk to more than one individual about anything.
Right.
And it got to do with a high-profile case. Period. They're not going to go on there and tweet to a YouTuber. They're not going to do that.
Or text. I've texted.
They're not going to do that. They're not going to tag. They're not going to acknowledge.
Yeah.
They're not going to do any of that. They're going to strictly be professional to their client privacy privilege, and that's what they're going to do. Shit, nobody go, how can certain individuals, you say the latest guy, roll up and he take a picture with him and then run around and say, oh, I got all the tea, and everybody got to his page like, oh, y'all retarded. Like, oh, y'all retarded. Look at every celebrity before this guy and name one that had this much back and forth bullshit going on the internet. Name one of them. And there's a ton of people that have been in the same predicament. You don't never see it. I don't even think nobody even blogged about Epstein except us. Because we in this field of pointing out the pedophilia, but nobody went rallying for him. Nobody went rallying. You ain't see Michael
Hell no.
Even in his case, back and forth through the media, going back and forth with war. You ain't even see it with OJ shit. I mean, not OJ, Bill Cosby. You didn't see that.
Nope.
You read it. You heard it. You might see something comment on, but that was it. It was gone.
Yeah.
This shit here is crazy. These guys know more about this man's situation and what's going on than the lawyers do. How in the hell you surpass the lawyers? They know more than the lawyers. They don't know shit, man. They get this whole thing on their head is screwed. And if on our end, all we have to do is sit back, analyze that, and say, you know what, he got a point. Ain't no lawyer going to shout nobody out. Dana has not produced no check or wrote no check to him, and not discrediting them. He did the whatever they got fundraiser thing with the other lawyer that may be legit or may not. I don't know. But what I'm saying is nobody went down there and wrote that check, and no lawyer going to repeat himself and answer the phone for 3-4 your homeboys or none of that shit.
Right.
It's going to be one person that deals with him that he communicate with, and that's it. They see that man every week, and I'm quite sure he ain't telling them to talk to this Joe Blow, this dude over here, Hakeem, Raheem.
Well, supposedly, DJ Dustpan is on his call list, is what I saw on that live yesterday. I think it was DJ.
So if you're on a call list, let's see him get a call.
Yeah, that's what we're waiting on. And he said the call was coming, and then something happened.
I promise you, it's so much. I'm not even going to go into, but trust me.
So
his calls is short and limited. And then if any of them have talked to him or was talked to him, I guarantee you they would have put that out with facts. They would have put that out with facts. The way they recording people, don't you think somebody would have had a recorded phone call by now with him on the phone?
Right.
Even if it wasn't no more to say, "What's up, Rob?"
That's what I've been waiting on. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're not going to hear it. It's all lies.
Yeah.
Don't listen to that shit.
Good point. That's a good point. Well, look, I want to clear the line so I can have a caller. Nia, did you have a question?
I'm gone. Yeah, I'm gone.
Wait.
I just want to give y'all some love.
We appreciate it. I think Nia, did you have something that you wanted to ask?
Yeah, I just have one quick question, Mr. Clary. Do you know anything about Shahid, Raheem Shahid, I think? Someone
Shabazz?
supposed to be having or doing a documentary on television.
You made Shabazz.
Yeah, Shabazz. Yeah. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, I know Shabazz. Yeah, I know about the documentary.
What's up with that?
And I mean, it's a guy that Shabazz is a guy that we're gonna see his character. He's doing a documentary. I don't think he's gonna be one-sided. I think he's he got a history of doing some things out of New York and a few things. He did a few big shot documentaries and was affiliated with the Don Diva. So that's what I do.
Oh yeah.
I might ping you later to get more information about him. I've looked him up and I don't see any reference to an R. Kelly documentary, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, didn't he tell Dustpan?
Well,
I think he told Dustpan that he was supposed to be invisible.
It's recorded, and it could be coming. But what you gotta understand is, he's just in a good position to probably got some things that other people couldn't get because of his affiliation, and that's what I say. Because he affiliated with certain people, and he was straight up. I talked to him quite a few times. He's always been straight up 100 with me of the whole situation. And he did do some things in my favor to, shed light on my situation. So I have nothing but respect for him on that situation with me. Straight respect for him for that. Okay. And, and that's why with me, it's a lot of things I do. That's why I know no names really that you're really trying to talk about is a stranger to me, and that's fact. So, what people want to believe on the other side, these people not strangers to me at all. I just don't speak on it because if they're not strangers to me, it's somebody that was trying to help me in this situation with my family.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, thank you for sharing that, and we appreciate the call, the love. We love you back. We support you, Team Truth, all the way. And everybody support Team Truth. Check out his Instagram. We'll if we don't put it up in the chat, we'll put it in the description so you can go check out the video that he was speaking about earlier. Hit the playback if you're just getting here. And all right, well, I guess we'll be talking to you soon. I'm sure this is not going to be the last call.
No, not at all. Not at all. I like to jump in and give y'all some real head bangers. And I was going to straighten that out with y'all earlier when everybody was talking about Shabazz. I just sat back and laughed. A lot of people just don't know. So it's all good.
That's all good because we know where to get the truth. We know where to get the truth. Yeah. So thank you, sir.
You ain't going to hear nobody on the other side saying, "Oh no, I don't know where I want this." Nah, it's respect. It's a whole different level of respect.
All right, sir. Well, Team Truth.
If I say their name, they did something to work a way to help this situation out.
Well, you heard it here.
With my daughter.
Yes, and that's what we want to hear. So yeah, keep us posted on anything. Clearly, we want to know, and we're here to support. This is a safe zone for you. Let us know what's up, and we'll put that out there. All right, sir. Well, thank you so much.
Y'all have a great night.
Same to you.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
All right, Nia. I think you also have to be released because I think that call chat line, I think somebody's trying to call. Kim, Miss Kim, is that who it is? Someone's trying to call the 888 number.
Yes.
Nia, do you have anything you want to impart? Because after that call, I guess we can probably say our goodbyes. We're 3 hours in at this point, 3:05.
But, I mean, we do have people who want to call, but I could get off the phone.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Just say your piece now and then you can hang up.
Okay, well, that's right. Okay,
You can call on the other line if you want. But yeah, so.
Okay, bye.
All right.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye. I'm going to start blocking people randomly.
Look
You're
at
talking to yourself.
Don't go ham. I might be talking to myself, and if that's the case, we'll just get the hell out of here. Thank you, love.
Bye,
See you on Twitter.
I'll be in the chat.
She'll be in the chat. She'll be on Twitter. Put your Twitter in the chat, please. Everybody follow Nia on Twitter.
Logic Hope.
Yes, put in the chat.
Logic Hope.
Follow us all on Twitter.
With love. Use logic.
Oh.
And I hope you have a good day.
You too.
That's right.
You heard it first.
All right. Bye,
Peace.
guys.
Well, like she said, you heard her. If you guys want to call into that 888, I'm going to make sure the line is clear because somebody was trying to call in. If not, I do want to play a message that someone left earlier today. Okay, I'm about to clear this line. I think it takes a minute to register. Oh, I have a call coming in. Okay, you called in too soon. I just released the line. Give it a minute because it takes a second to register. It was coming through, but I think it went to the voicemail. Oh, we're trying again. Who's on the line? Goddess Live. Hello?
Okay.
Who's on the line? Oh. Well, I don't know who that was. You were here, and then you left. Anybody else want to call in? The number should be on the screen. It's an 888 number. Okay, we got the call coming back. Don't hang up. Okay, you hung up. Don't hang up. Just call and let me answer. Okay, so anybody else want to call in? Otherwise, I'm going to play a message. Hello?
Hey. Is this Nia or Goddess?
Yes, this is Goddess Dawn. Nia is actually in the chat now, but who's on the line and what's good?
This is Miss Kim.
Miss Kim, what's happening? I have to say thank you for the Goddess Warrior tag. You actually are the one I think who came up with that. What's going on, lady?
Okay, I want to first shout out to us, all of us Goddess Warriors.
Yes.
And I also want to give a shout out to Team Truth and especially to the Clarice.
Yes.
Goddess, me and my sister, she's here now actually. She just got her YouTube channel. I was telling her to join.
Oh. What's her channel?
P-Hive, the piss maggots and the shit maggots hanging with each other. It was Goddess Dawn and Tasha K and Angelo that made us dig and research to get facts because it was like a big comical show. It hits home with me because I have a cousin. I need to talk to her to get permission, but she had a close friend that used to host parties and stuff for Smelly Kelly.
Oh, really?
I flew in on a helicopter, gave you 30 years. It's too late making his grand speeches. Because I bought my tickets. I almost came close. In 2017 for the Valentine's Day. He'd act like he was in California. He didn't show up. It's like, you are killing the money. You can't come over to Vegas. What is the deal? My cousin reached out to me and said, don't go to the after parties. She said, you be careful. I told my friend if something happened to you, I'm going to kick your butt because he's very charming. I said, oh, wait a minute, hold on. I said, no. I said, I might be his rehabilitation because I'm from Detroit. The way my mouth is set up and you don't want to see nobody, we got to wear your whole Smelly Kelly P-Hive kid shit, a jogging suit. I would have been like I'm telling my daddy. I would have been so
were that close?
She met the pet. They tried to recruit my cousin. I want to email you the DM message. She said, oh, yeah, the pet, stay away from her. She said, I met her before. She's got a real nasty mouth. Kept trying to get me to drink and take me back with them. And I said, oh, no.
What?
Yeah.
You get bells for that. We got bells for that. What? You got the inside tea on the actual behavior pattern here? Oh, my God. Well, let your cousin feel comfortable.
Oh, yeah. I got the tea, mister. He got a crush on Dana. That's how me and my kids study his behavior. Dana posts pictures with celebrities. He posts pictures with celebrities.
Ooh.
He got a work uniform security. He got security. Then, oh, no.
Wow.
All of this much. They better stop. I don't know if they're doing this fiasco because they know deep down inside that he's not going to get out. You know how some people think, oh, he can't do nothing to me, he will never get out. I really don't support him, but we don't make YouTube money. When they get to threatening the victims and you, Angelo, and messing with people, that they need to stop that.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not funny, you know. Because there's some people that really don't care that love you, me, anybody. Because you never know who knows who. I haven't made a Twitter yet because I think they said 7 stages when you lose someone. I think I'm still in the angry stage. So Twitter wouldn't work out for me because I cussed out just one person that said something about Asriel and Mr. Angelo. And I think it was about your channel. Man, Deshaun talked about it. She's an accuser, y'all. She kidnapped their child. Like, come on, really?
It's a lot of delusion out there. Yep.
I say protect the babies. I make sure I keep up with the footage and the videos and stuff to get a good look at everybody's faces. Because if they're lingering out here in Vegas, I have nieces and nephews and stuff. I wish I would.
What's your cousin's?
That's ridiculous.
What's your cousin's channel? You said your cousin has a channel.
No, my sister, she just made a channel.
Oh, your sister.
Drinking. I was telling her about your channel. Actually, me and her started taking notes. When you did a tarot card reading, you gave some initials. We almost fell over top of each other trying to get EP. We were writing it down, taking it. And I've been following you ever since.
Oh, wow.
And,
thank you, guys.
And I reached out to Angelo. When I seen his video, he broke down in the car after that. I think he went to court when he stood in front of his daughter. And I just cried. My sister actually had to console me because he said, it was my daughter. He said, y'all don't understand what was in that courtroom. Our Father's love with your child, and I do believe he set the force with the devil when he stood in front of her. She knows, our daughter never forgets a parent's love, never. I don't care what's going on, but she will be. I think she's going to come home. I know she will, because nothing lasts forever. He can't hold on to them girls forever.
I agree.
But it hits home because I have 2 kids, and I'm old enough to say, when I got old enough to understand what a pedophile was, I have 2 kids by a pedophile. I was 14, he was 26.
Oh, wow.
And now I want to research him because the way he finessed, they say, oh, you're 14, you can't be manipulated and all that. Yes, you can. Because the same way that some of the P-Hive behavior, ways, and tricks, oh, I see the grown woman in you. I was flat-chested, straight up and down. I ain't even 5 feet. I look younger than I was. Oh, when I get done with you, you're going to be like a grown woman. No man's going to be able to deal with you. You're going to be a boss, making me watch. You know, it was sick, but after I got pregnant with my son, I said, you wait a minute now. He don't want me to finish school. I thought he got out of prison for selling drugs. I found out he did a statutory rape sit down. Then he went and got somebody else pregnant. I think a woman he was with after I left him alone and never looked back by her niece that he used to babysit. She had 2 kids by the time she was 17. So they never stop, was what I'm saying.
Oh, wow. My mouth is gaped wide the fuck open. I'm so sorry, but yeah, girl, you done hit me. I wasn't expecting this. You talking what's really going on. This is real life. This is real life.
Then, yes, it is. And then I get emotional, and I'm new to the social media stuff because I'm so old school. I'm 39.
Oh.
Yeah. And I stayed in Detroit, and I'll be honest, Aaliyah, the city, she was young, but at first, the whole city looked up to that baby. Mm-hmm. She was so talented. Her spirit and what I remember in the Detroit streets, rumors was going around about the mom, and I told my sister before the mom confessed, she slept with him first. All in Detroit streets, heard the little whispers and rumors. It was a ticket on Chelsea. Smelly Chelsea could slide and dance in the Detroit streets peacefully, and he knows that. Because they blamed him and her mom. They blew up her house. I bet you that she had to move around. When they rode Aaliyah through the city, we took it hard. The city took it hard. We looked out for kids. I grew up where the elders looked out for the kids. And they found us with raping kids and stuff. They didn't play that.
Wow. Isn't that where his cousin Levi lives, Detroit? You're in Detroit, you said?
Some people stay in the suburbs outside the city limits and still claim the city. And to me, no, you can't do that. And I was in the heart of the city. If anybody from Detroit know, west or east, I was also Mac and Holcomb, so I was in the center of the Russell Park of the east side. Anything off of Mac Ave. So, but, at the end of the day, with the DJ, a.k.a. I got the tea, who am I taking y'all? I paid for the park, I see. It's like, you gonna say that mess about LaShawn and Lance here and stuff, and then you gonna talk to Mocha like you crazy? You on drugs, you done had too much. I guess she want Dana to give him the P with the T, but you don't say that baby shouldn't have never seen nothing. Y'all gotta stop her getting on the witness stand. What is wrong with you?
Right. Exactly. Oof.
And then they go live and they talk about it publicly.
Yeah, I think
they say some harsh things.
Yeah,
my heart went out when that person, when that Kelly, then you had the two, I call him the two lip nigga, with the dreads, the TRRP, Drea, whatever his name is. He act like he had a wireless plug, wiggling, getting excited on the interview, and he gonna walk right out them doors, y'all. Yep, Then they just said a gag order, don't talk about this, and you agree, but come straight to the camera, talk it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, more bells. I can't even do nothing but ring a bell for the truth. That's
and then it's like Greenberg throw in your windows. Oh, I should talk about his finance. Yeah, supposed to pay $20,000 child support. Yeah, front steps. Got a murderer off. Oh yeah, the mob. Like, come on.
What is this? DJ Tyson has a record of domestic violence and has child support arrears. Well, that wouldn't surprise me.
Anything? Oh yeah, shout out to Grown Man Show. He's Facts and 100.
Shout out to Grown Man Show.
But
Dr. Grown Man Show, excuse me.
I don't understand it, and I'm so disappointed in a lot of these older people. You got 56-year-old women dragging in there, 66-year-old ladies. It's like, I don't understand it. When he got flown in New York, they doing this immature stuff, whether you're an attorney, whether you know your client is guilty or not. You're supposed to represent your client to court. He got your number, can't find him, thinking that what he did back in the day at the Skitter parties and the Ed Gibson, we stall and do distraction. Them days is over. The 90s is over. They had 12-year-old girls stand outside the crowd with airbrush free R. Kelly. The babies looking lost, like, my mama drugged me here. I don't know what's going on.
Wow.
It's like, really? I'm like, do like, it's like 10 ladies in the courthouse with kids talking with lipstick or lip gloss topics.
That's nothing but mental illness. There is nothing that can explain that but mental illness. Like there's a mental serious some type of condition. I don't know what. That ain't right. Something is wrong.
It's mental and it's spiritual, and I hate that.
It is spiritual also. We cannot escape also the fact that there's a spiritual side to all of this also. Definitely, we have to keep that in mind for sure.
And I make sure I do. Oh yeah, you guys, God is down to the truth. Meditation, looking at her videos and try it, and I've been like going on 2 weeks, and it's already working.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Yes.
I want to get out sociable again. Like,
yes.
And it's therapeutic to me.
Yes.
My son had to make my YouTube channel. He's like, oh, Mom, you need to, he was like, I said, how do I talk to him in the chat?
Shout out to your son. Yes, shout out to your son for that. That's what we need the kids around.
I don't, sometimes I don't say anything I look at the other people's stuff, like, I'm not subscribed, but I want to see what people are saying, but sometimes I can't even finish seeing and listening to that dumb stuff. I just don't have no tolerance.
Yeah.
I get angry.
Same here.
Fight.
Same here.
And that's what I need. I've been praying to give God, let God give me the patience. I couldn't even listen to phase or waves, whatever her word is. And I guess she was part of his way past. She acted like she was just soaking in her, I guess, her P-Hive chair too. She had to let everybody know that, her hair was done, her eyelashes, when she talked to, what's her name, Miss Diva? Cash Jones or Wong, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy name.
Cash Jones.
And then, like we said, we give positive energy. If it is trolls and stuff, don't disrespect anybody. I don't like bullying. Don't go against the grain, because you're over here for a reason. You're over here because you know what these facts. Otherwise, you wouldn't troll.
Right.
But you don't go threatening people. Because, it's just, and then they act like they don't understand what do feds mean. And what? This is 60 feds was involved, and they don't even do a job fair because it just keeps coming more and more stuff.
Yeah.
I had to fact check my father. That's when I really got involved. I said, oh, heck no. I said, devil, I rebuke you. You got my daddy trying to challenge me? No, here it is, Dad. That's double jeopardy, daughter. I said, no.
Wow.
He said, oh, wow, I didn't know that. He said, where you get this from? And I told him, I said, well, Dad, you do YouTube, follow Tasha K, God is done. I like Pink Chanel Brittany.
Yes.
When I jumped on board and I learned about Diva Divine.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody. I said the whole set, Daddy.
That's right.
I wrote it down. He said, Daddy, you running around with a notebook? Yes, I am. I think it happened to my daughter. It happened to me in a way,
man.
and that was by a broke nigga.
Oh, shit.
Somebody with money.
Oh,
wow. Never said it. He said, we couldn't even hardly get our telegram, but this dude got the whole. He said, if he had a tight camp like that on shows, imagine what he got going on in the privacy of his home. And he said, and that was when I used to go on tour.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point, is people want to act like they know this guy. Oh, he would never do this.
My homegirl used to schedule some of his shows, and she had stopped. He was like, y'all, he said, y'all people crazy. He said, Chicago been y'all supporting the dude, and he's never giving back to nothing. And tell it, oh, Miss Diva is a great reader.
Yeah. Shout out Diva.
Diane laughing about Jim the Goddess, and they, I hope he's okay, Jim the Goddess. I really do.
Why? What's going on with him? What's going on with him?
I haven't seen him. It was actually, and now that I'm talking, it was you, Angelo, and him, and Algalani is the reason why I really wanted to, I want to know, because I see it was deeper and bigger than that. And then if I find out some and reside here and there, y'all got the women running around recruiting, you're training and grouping these kids and animals don't even do that. Animals don't piss and shit on each other. Not even wild. They don't do that. That's just disgusting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely.
They're not drugging and raping 10, 11-year-olds. Oh, man. Then they said, oh, Jim wanted to be his boyfriend. No, he had sex. He said it. With the blue button up shirt. The fans told me who thinks I could put him on book. I've been trying to put this book out. But they told me I didn't have permission. He said it's a lot of them that's anonymous. You'll never know. My forces. He said I'm very detailed and I do ramble, but you're going to get facts. At one point, Drea asked was the victim. They even got the police report, which is separated from my killers. But then for you to be coming in, you got Sparkle, I summed it up. I didn't even watch the whole docu-series because I seen the ones that, you could tell the ones that were down with the get down. Oh, I came in saying, hey, you got real person making it hard time. She don't know she got hard tied in a Hummer on the side of the bed, telling God about this ain't the time, you tripping, don't know how she did it, or if she was hard tied, laying off the ledge in the floor to rejection.
Woo, Miss Kim.
Women that has really been raped and held from their families. You know, this to me is not a mark because if you ain't never been raped, don't speak about it. I've been, and that's another one. I had kids young. I'm educated too, but I also been raped before. And like Ms. Diva been hurt bondage because when they sit you down and question you, it's nothing nice. Because they say, oh, why they didn't say nothing? Why they didn't say? First off, it is possible for one adult to put fear in another adult. I never thought until it happened to me. When they what hand was it, which finger, what position, how big was it, what color, it evolved, you don't want to go through that.
Right.
It's terrible.
They don't make it easy, that's for sure.
People following you, sitting outside your parents' house and carrying on. My brother got robbed at gunpoint. So you never know to what extent. But baby, when I tell you the God is good, when He put the armor and strength in you, if you're open to receive it, and that self-love and that courage, that's why I said, Azrael and Joy, when the God tell him, baby, can't nobody nothing overpower me. I got your back, and you will not be touched. I will be tossing everything over in the trunk. I'll be like, you know what? I'll stomp all through there. Because they're public, I dare you to touch them. I'll be hollering, I'll be all on touch fire, whoever they got out there in Chicago.
Okay. My God.
Oh, they bad not, but I worry about them babies. I worry about all babies. Whatever I can do, I'm going to be Team Truth and God is down even after this smelly Kelly.
Yeah, we're going to keep this fight going. Because there's a lot of people out there who need a voice, who needs support, who need people to be, behind them. And that's why we're here, because people don't believe victims. People tend to, we see the bashing when we see it. So we are here to counter that.
It tells you, it's a lot that mentally and emotionally and internally, I don't care if you try to suppress it. I had got into counseling. At first I was opposed to it. My father was like, baby, you need to get help. I'm like, oh, what do you mean? So they ask me dumb questions about why I'm angry, this and that. That's a stupid question. They know what happened. But I learned a lot, and it helps. It helps to talk. It helps to meditate. It helps to pray.
Good.
And when you get that, you gonna stand up for anybody. Like I told my sister, domestic violence, I told her, you've never been through that. I wish that on nobody, no man or woman.
Right.
12 people tried to kill me because I left a dude alone that I didn't have feelings for because he put his hands on me alone, tried to kill me in front of my kids. No. If I can, I'll fight the world for any victim. I sure will.
Yes.
I sure will. I you know what? We are already shocking the waves and the energy out there.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I think, it's a start, and I think it's going to go big, and we're going to touch somebody.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I hope all you guys, I really do. I see it's not too bad with the social media stuff.
Look, Miss Kim, this is what's bonding us together. So when you on there, we got your back. You're in a community of people who support you. We love you also. You are a true warrior, my sister. You are a true fucking warrior, okay? You have a purpose here, and we appreciate and love you very much. And yeah, you definitely, just what you said tonight, it may even help someone get some help. You heard her say that it has helped her, getting help, getting the meditations. I have some. They're everywhere. You can access them in many places. But yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I even learned how to sage my house properly.
That's right.
Anybody? That's where I got the sage from. I seen I was like, what is sage? And so my sister was like, yo, you don't know? And then she said, oh, I think it's a store. It's one right here at the corner the whole time. I've been out here 10 years.
I love it. Yes. Sage your house, sage your body.
Outside and stuff around.
That's right. You got to smoke the house out. Yeah, smoke it out.
You do have to protect yourself.
You do.
You do have to put on your armor because
absolutely.
My daughter, we moved here. My baby is my miracle baby. She got a half a brain, and she's walking and talking now. Ooh. She dresses herself. She's just the sweetest thing that you want. Everyone is 24, and I mean my baby, and she got more sense than people with a whole brain.
Well, it sounds like she had a lot of love. And I think that's like the most important component here is love. That's like the strongest energy, you can bless somebody with and be blessed with in return. Yeah. Sounds like your daughter and you also are covered in love because I don't think you can come out as strong as you have and keep fighting too and help other people without the love,
Yeah, it do. When you get the self-help, and I have some good days and bad days, but I don't have the bad dreams anymore. I'm not as jumpy as certain things. Yes, you have certain things. I look at it like to remind you, so you can see bullshit a mile away. So
right.
I see jokers. They try to stick. And I be looking at them like.
Keep you on your toes.
Have a good day. I'm not a dummy. My head don't screw on and off.
Right. Stay aware. Stay on your toes.
But yeah, the books is gonna definitely. I think it's confession. I was telling Miss Diva that I think it was some of the chapters and scenarios. I was trying to. Me and my sister was like, "Oh yeah, we know who that one is. Oh, she's talking about that one and that one and that one." Then we looking back at the videos. He's throwing up the number 6. I said, "Wait a minute, where's this 6? I know that's devil." Oh, he has 6 girls. And one of the victims verified that. He always kept, and even one of his old managers, he kept 6 girls. 6 girls. I said, oh my God. They took the video down, got his mom was going to try to shoot it to you. Somebody secretly interviewed him, and he said, if you only was open-minded, dig down, I guess that's their lingual or slang. Dig down in your spirit. Got Demetrius trying to coach and lure Nick at night. It's in your spirit. Dig it down. Dig it out. Pull it out. And then you will know and be in our world and see that it's, if you guys just, it's really not that bad. What do you mean it's not that bad? What are you talking about?
What? That sounds crazy.
And, that's how my cousin, her friend was saying, oh, people could just understand, I just can't, and she was like, you get under the fair jail with him, what good is it going to be? He just said it's innocent. He said it over and over again. He don't want help. He been in the church. He's been there, done that, don't need it, don't want it. No.
Yeah, he's not somebody who seems to be open to getting any help or growing or getting any, he's where he's supposed to be. That's what I need to say. And I'm going to have to end this because we are in now at 3.5 hours, y'all. This is a marathon tonight. This is a marathon, but Miss Kim, we love you. I see you when you out here. And, I think we emailing too. We're going to keep doing that. And I love you. And you are a true warrior. Like I said, we stand behind you. You have more strength than we can even imagine. You also have enough to help others. So keep doing that. Make sure you're keeping your eyes on these young girls out here too. These girls need guidance.
Oh,
so.
yeah, I really do.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But yes, I love you guys, and may y'all have a great evening. I know I've been motor mouthing.
Oh, it's all good. You done blew us out the water tonight. I think you woke some people up too.
Hey, girl, this show is comical. If you guys didn't see his live, definitely look at the part where he said about the hair, the brown nails, and the wallpaper. Oh my God, I almost fell out the chair.
I'm going to have to hit the replay on that one. Yeah, Grown Man Show, Dr. Grown Man Show, excuse me. Yeah, shout out to him. And yeah, all right, Miss Kim, so we'll see you in the chat. We'll see you. I'm going to close this out, but thank you for calling in and sharing all that. That was very deep, to say the least. So we thank you.
No problem.
All right, warrior. Peace. Bye. Whoa. That was something. That was more than something. Thank you so much, Miss Kim. I see you guys are hanging in there. We dang 3.5 hours deep in this bitch. This is a record for me. I have not gone this long, I don't think, before on a live. So, do we have any questions? The line is open. If we, one more call, I don't know. Or Nia, if you want to call back just to close this out, the number. In the meantime, yeah, hit that like button. Hit that like. I think we got 52, it looks like, left in here. 42 likes. That's not that bad. And, usually when I sign off of these things, it shows actually a couple hundred in the playback. So there's probably people watching from the beginning, and maybe they're not at this point just yet. But I do appreciate everybody in the room, the people in the bushes also, not bold enough to come through, but want to listen. It's all good. Let's see. Thank you to Diva, the Divine Light. Bells to my sis. Bells to Nia. Keep R. Kelly down. Yes. Thank you for hanging throughout this whole thing. J-Man4208. Thank you also, Wayne Tompkins. Oh, you're going to call in, Wayne? Well, call in right now because I'm about to close this bitch out. I think it should be open. So the number should be on the screen. 888 and whatever it is, because I don't have it up right now. And I don't know it by heart. I'm just signing in so I can see the status of the phone line. Yeah, we're open. All right. So, J-Man says, I got one thing to say. F his toe. Hope that little piggy falls off. That's right. Wow. Yeah, that whole toe situation. What's up with that? Somebody was saying that he has 9 other toes, so he has 9 other court dates that he can get out of if he wants to. Okay, we got a call coming in.
And he has 9 other toes, so he has 9 other court dates.
You're going to have to turn me down, boo.
Okay, we got a call coming in.
Turn down your audio. Who we got live with God is Dawn?
Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Yo, this is Wayne.
What's happening?
I'm kidding. That's why he called.
What's happening, Wayne?
First of all, I love your show.
Thank you.
I love your show. Really, I do. Yeah, and I'm sure no one know. I tell everyone now, I'm against R. Kelly. And thank you for talking to Mr. Angelo Clary.
Of course.
The way he handled the situation, he was never violent. He was never this. He was never that. And he was very respectful toward the situation, what's going on. And I respect him as a father, going to city to look for his children. And I respect him for him as a father.
Yes.
I respect him for being a man, for not getting involved with none of that garbage.
Yes, thank you.
That's mostly what I want to say. So like I said, maybe I'll be famous enough. And, hey, Mr. Clary, how you doing?
You don't have to be famous to shout out Mr. Angelo Clary. I'm sure he appreciates hearing from a real man about, giving him some props for standing his ground and doing what he's doing. You know what I mean? We don't get a lot of men who actually, show up in the chat and actually are now calling in. And Wayne, I appreciate you because I've seen you leave me comments and be in the chat too. And we appreciate your stance and being honest about the situation. Do you have daughters or children?
I have a 13-year-old, but she lives in another state,
But that's still your flesh and blood. Yeah. It's your flesh and blood, and I'm sure you care and love her deeply, and you want to make sure all girls are protected. Like, we don't want to see this type of situation, just our girls out here vulnerable, because we have these monsters out here, predators, shall I say. So
exactly. But I just want to say, I would like to checking on that. Everybody press them like buttons for me.
Hit that like button for Wayne, y'all. Yes.
So like I say, I'm representative of you, and I just appreciate you. My coffee, my dinner, whatever I'm doing. But I'm always on the positive side.
Well, we appreciate you.
For Mr. Cleary.
Yes.
And all y'all ladies out there.
Yes, thank you so much.
Some champagne and the wine. That's just my way of saying hello.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll look for those champagne icons, those emojis out there for you. Go pop those bottles, Wayne. Thank you so much. I'm about to sign off, though, for the night. Appreciate you calling in, and keep supporting. And
thank you.
Yes, thank you also. Have a good night. All right, y'all, we're going to sign out. I love you guys. You warriors are true, strong, real, number one out here in these YouTube streets. F the haters, the witches, the demon spawns, anybody else who's trying to come for us. I don't know what happened to Mocha. I don't see her in the moment, but I appreciate Mocha and Nia and Diva, of course. Shout out to Deshaun, who didn't make it. Hey, Jody, shout out to you. We'll see you on Twitter. If you're not on Twitter yet, please join us. Get into our little community that we have on Twitter. We got it popping. Today was real lit on Twitter, as a matter of fact. Shout out to Team Truth. Miss Kim, thank you for calling in, of course, with all of that good shit that you you broke us down with tonight. And if you just getting here, keep R. Kelly down. Okay, we'll see you on Twitter also. Mertice, thank you for joining. J-Man. Also, this was a good live. Nearly 4 hours is a long run. I'm going to look at some low numbers on this mug, but it's all good. It's worth it. And good night, Mertice. And good night, you guys. Love you. And we'll see you next time. Peace.